Mo, you on summer break, huh?
Summer break.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings, queens, peasants, and pussy poppers. You are tuned in to Cliff Notes Radio.
Here we go with the corny white public access voice.
Yes, you know, hey, you can get anywhere when you talk like this.
Oh, of course I can.
And I
not
can
when you
get you to
look
do
like
anything.
that.
Could you send in 99 cents right now if you are appreciating the Cliff Notes Radio show? Our cash app is RealCliff225. All right. Nigga, shut up.
I don't beg for money.
Well, guys, listen, we got some special guests on here tonight. We're gonna let everybody introduce themselves.
Shout out to the light skin love we got in the building right now.
That's that black.
Oh, you got strength in
We love
numbers
that
today?
black light skin love, man.
Bro got strength in numbers
You
today.
know,
Shea Bays.
Oh
Hey,
my
Shea
God.
Bays,
Shea
Shea Butter Bays.
Oh, I'm gonna use that one.
Come on now.
Butter, baby,
Come on, shea butter.
Come on, Shea Butter. Introduce yourself, Queen.
I'm Brittany Calhoun.
I'm King Mosai, also known as Mo Morris.
Okay.
Brittany Calhoun. Y'all remember Miss Calhoun from Harlem Nights?
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You related?
I wish.
Y'all, that's like
Give me
Mo.
a check.
Y'all have to tell us what y'all do.
What we do?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say
Like what
that.
type?
babe.
What you mean? What do we do?
With everything.
Everything
if you
y'all
do, it,
do,
we wanna
man.
know.
So y'all just want to know our business.
Y'all business,
Britt,
man.
tell them about
You
your
gotta tell it all,
brand.
Your business, not your business.
Like a business.
Okay, well, I have a denim brand, which I recently turned into just a contemporary wear brand. And it's bridged with drug abuse awareness and alcohol addiction prevention. So we out here trying to save the world.
Damn,
but
man, niggas
look
drinking
good
beer and shit all on
at the
air.
same time. Right. So we just trying to, fight this war on drugs. And alcohol is a drug too. Don't be blind to it. So be careful with your consumption. I'm a tree hugger. I love people.
He's a tree
I
hugger
love
too.
animals. I believe in the stars, and I'm just me.
What's the name of your brand?
The name of my brand is Calhoun Nualic. It's a wordplay for alcoholic. It's actually my last name spelled frontwards and then
Forwards
in
and
reverse.
That's a hell of a lot
Back
of
and forth
synergy
and
and
forth.
Is that
Back and forth.
That's
not an anagram of...
Say it again, Britt.
Calhoun Nualic.
Calhoun Nualic. That's dope.
It's an anagram.
Like on
I
paper.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the correct
It's like
term.
Samaje and James.
It's the term for that
No,
shit.
it's
I
like
don't
when
know.
you put the whole word out, it spells the same thing forward and backwards.
Oh.
I don't want to be wrong.
No,
It's
you're
an
right, bro.
anagram.
It's called an anagram.
So that I got it from
You
just
smart, bro.
it sound good. Just it just sound like like an alcoholic.
Calhoun Nualic.
I have a subdivision within my brand called Project Denim Rehab. So it's, geared towards the addicts. They go to get rehab for, their addictions and, whatever struggle they're dealing with. And people bring me their jeans to revamp them, to, help them back to wearable garments. So
Is the play on jeans like a play on the gene that you think caused alcoholism? Because you like redoing jeans and
This
jeans?
nigga
This
Cliff.
nigga on the day.
Hey, that nigga is in year 3000.
it's not, but I'm going to say it is. So
Start
thank
doing
you.
that shit, bro. I'm telling you, I need 10%. Mo, what do you do, bro?
I don't do nothing, bro.
Man, I'm not finna.
If
I'm not
I don't
finna
do
accept
nothing,
I
I'm
don't do nothing,
about.
bro. I just chill. I don't do nothing.
That nigga lying.
Man, Mo, you
That nigga
are
is
one
lying.
of the founders of YRP.
You're-
I don't do nothing.
You're not
bro.
gonna put that out
I'm
there.
gonna stay
I'm,
on
I'm
my
not.
father.
I'm not finna give you accolades. I'm gonna let your teammate and your boo beat up on you.
That's
You
his
gotta-
biggest fan right there.
Well, I'm an artist, bro.
You an artist?
Yeah.
You sensitive about your shit?
I'm sensitive about my shit.
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about
Yeah.
my shit.
He's being modest, y'all. This
That's what I said.
motherfucker
Mo-
right
Mo
here
is
is actually very talented.
One of the most talented brothers on this planet that I know. One of the
He could
first,
pick up
Y'all
anything.
using that talented word like Trump. I didn't call everybody talented, bro.
You think
Y'all
so?
just-
I don't pay
But you
attention to
not
Trump
Trump
enough,
talented.
so
So you Trump talented?
You're not Trump talented,
I
bro.
ain't Trump talented.
You for real talented, bro. Don't.
nah, he's like the real kind.
No, but look, I'm an overall artist, bro. I do rap design.
You just a humble light
I
skinned
do-
nigga, bro. That's
I
that's,
just try to, do a lot. I just try to
stay
up on
humble,
shit.
give back to the
Be an
community.
artist, videographer, graphic designer. You know what I mean? But none of that shit mean anything. You know what I mean? None of it means anything.
Why do you say it doesn't mean anything?
it just don't mean nothing, bro.
People-
Like
people
I'm an artist. I express myself in different ways. So that's
You making
just- that's
anybody
just
that want to
outlet.
be a videographer
That's just an outlet,
seem
bro.
like,
No, I
damn,
know
why
what-
am I wasting time with this shit?
I know what you mean, Mo, but it's just like I want. See, I
Explain
know
it for those
Yeah,
who
that's
don't
what I'm saying. For
understand.
those who don't know, see, it's like Pusha T album. If you know, you know. But see,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
put it
yeah.
out there. I gotta have you say this.
What you want me to say?
Make it plain for those
Make it
that ain't
plain for
on the
those
same
who don't
plane
play
as
up.
us.
Being an artist is as plain as it's gonna get. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
talking
Like
about
what?
why it don't matter. Explaining why it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Because it's lifestyle, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this forever. I'm always be an artist. I'm always find a way to express myself, whether it's through all these different outlets. But none of that mean anything. You know what I mean? Like none of it mean anything. You think this show means something, bro?
I think the show means something.
The
to
show
people.
definitely means,
Like,
we wouldn't do
I
it
mean-
if it didn't mean nothing to us.
I mean,
But
what do you?
he's saying like
I understand what you're
we
saying.
thinking on a micro aspect on us right here looking at it in our lives. If you look at it
Nigga,
on
once
a-
we die, yeah, it don't mean nothing.
no, but it broader than that. Not even us. It has nothing to do with us. That's why it doesn't matter.
All right, so what did it have to do with?
It's
I thought
It's
this was
more-
about-
Y'all gonna have to
Hey,
expound on what y'all
the
saying,
broad-
man.
On the broader spectrum of what the universe is and how it exists, it don't matter.
Let the
We are literally a grain of sand on the beach in compared to what goes on around us in just this world alone. It don't matter.
I think too many people
It
think
don't matter, bro.
It don't matter.
like,
It don't matter.
oh, man.
Y'all need to go hug a tree if you don't get what we mean.
Amen.
Hey.
Oh,
Go hug it. Go
With
hug
some,
the tree.
with some fire.
Yeah, but I guess that's me. That's me.
I dig it, Mo. I dig it. I dig it.
Now, none of that makes sense to none of y'all.
No, it makes sense to me. It makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect sense. That's what I'm saying. We
It
have
still
an
don't
audience.
make sense
We gotta-
to me,
We gotta have
man.
an audience know.
What the audience
For the
looking
queen-
like?
for the
How many
queen-
people viewing right now?
We can't see it on. We can't see it right now.
Oh, okay.
But for the
But
queen
but
of the
it
show,
don't even matter.
It don't matter. That's what I'm
It
saying.
don't even matter.
None of that matters.
It's out there.
It
That's the
doesn't matter.
point. For the queen of the show, you gotta introduce yourself, babe.
Hey everybody, this is MJ, also
Yeah.
known as the president of the Thick Thigh Rub Association.
Amen.
It's real out here. It's hot. Wait till I get into this Mindful
Man.
Mondays though.
Who is
My
hot?
God. I already know what it is because I was going. We're gonna talk.
You don't know what it is.
Man,
You don't know what my
You don't
Mindful
understand
Mondays
me,
is.
goddammit.
I might not be thick, but I'm fat and my legs rub together too. So
That nigga
I
said
got a
my
Mindful
legs
Mondays
rub
tip for,
together.
for those heavier individuals with thighs who touch.
Man,
But
it
yeah,
was-
y'all,
Stay tuned for that.
I'm back. I'm black and I'm blessed. I'm a year older.
Hey.
And that is definitely a blessing. Everybody was asking me like, you know, as you get older, especially like in your 20s, as you get closer to 30, I guess people are trying to like spook you. But I'm like, nigga, first of all, I can't reverse time. I can't ask God to make me 22 or 24 again, so I might as well embrace this age. And it's like there's so many people who are not even like, you know, like the young rapper we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, he didn't even make it to 21. So it's like,
Man.
who am I to say that I don't want to be 29?
Man,
You know, so
I lost so many
I'm
friends
grateful.
before they. Like it's so many friends that I've already lost. So I
Didn't even make
appreciate
it to
every
21.
birthday. You feel me?
yeah,
Like, people-
absolutely.
Man,
I think people. It's funny how people like they try and make you feel bad about your age, like they shit is just on pause. Like no, nigga, you getting older too.
just
Yeah,
keep
bro.
living.
Yeah.
Just
You
keep
just
living.
gotta keep
Especially
going.
when
That's how I got
things
to
are
this age,
coming
man. Just
into, when things are starting to make more sense. Like as I'm getting older, I feel like pieces come together more.
And see,
You
when
know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like getting older, I see these bad bitches who have had these surgeries, and I see the pieces coming apart. And it's like
Crazy.
The
it's
wheels are
crazy,
falling
bro.
off.
The
It's
world
crazy.
is just you've changed. Like it's things that change.
Father Time is undefeated. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
All time.
And that's why I say it's like, you know, you can't make shit artificial and think that shit is just supposed to last forever naturally. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
And your body gonna break down, and you gonna lose friends. You gonna grow older. You gonna outgrow habits.
You gonna get gray hair. You gonna lose hair.
All that.
Which
You
is
know?
why, say it with me, children, it don't matter.
It don't even
Don't
matter,
matter.
bro. For
You
real,
feel
for
me?
real.
Doesn't
It
mean
don't
anything.
none of it
You
matter.
can pop as many Viagra's as you want, my nigga. But
As many
listen,
as
you
you
just
want.
gonna die with
Because
a
you
heart.
know, huh, Cliff?
I mean, I don't need them yet. I sometimes take them for extra performance. You know, like it's kind of like, you know, baseball players don't need it to hit home runs. It's kind of like Barry.
I heard them
Bonds.
motherfuckers is no joke though.
What?
Them blue pills.
Oh yeah, them things.
They say nigga, if you pop one
And
nigga
you
at
healthy,
the wrong
it's-
time,
Yeah.
and it ain't no woman around, nigga, it's a state of emergency. No, for real, nigga.
Hey, look, it's this YouTube video. These dudes, they was on a road trip, right? And so the dude went into the store. He left his drink sitting outside. They crushed one up and put it in his Powerade.
Oh no!
And they driving down the street while they on the road. The dude just sitting there like, as he didn't drunk it. He drunk his Powerade, and they just going and they just talking about regular stuff. And you could just see him the whole time, like they did like a time lapse. You could just see him. He started just doing this, just rubbing his stuff and like crossing his legs, trying to figure out like what's going on. Is he in the car? They had to really go to a hospital so they can like
Put the little needle in him
and get the blood out.
That's crazy, bro.
that shit ain't even work.
Them is not homies, right?
That's not a
Nah,
joke,
that
my
ain't
nigga.
homie.
Like,
Homie.
please.
Did you see the one with the dude who gave his wife Lady Viagra? Because you know they have Lady Viagra.
I've never heard of Lady
Lady
Viagra.
He snuck Lady Viagra into his wife's drink. She drunk it while they were on the way to his mom's house.
Oh no.
Put it in her Red Bull.
But what does Lady Viagra do?
It make it the same thing it do to niggas. It do to females.
I mean, the coochie just get wet.
No, like they get turned on. Like it releases.
That pussy be hot, nigga.
But she was trying to fuck this nigga in his mama house. She was saying reckless shit in front of their parents. Like it was crazy.
I don't feel like I don't know. I never taken it, but I don't feel like Viagra.
So Viagra
does it-
make you
Yeah,
make
does
you
it
say
make
shit?
You horny? Yeah, does it
Yeah,
make you
it's
like?
more
Hey, how we
getting-
start talking about Viagra in the first place?
I have no idea.
This nigga just started making jokes, nigga, and I went with it.
Yeah,
I don't know how we got here.
I don't
Oh, no.
But it don't even matter though, bro. It don't even matter, my nigga.
Just
Like,
keep talking.
So introduce yourself, bro.
what's going on, y'all? It's your boy T Rich, aka Tough Crowd T. No one other than me. And if it is, we have yet to say it, and we back. Cliff Notes Radio lives on again. We talking shit. And I'm just glad to be here, man. It's been hot as a motherfucker.
yes, the fuck.
And
Hey, it's been hot.
Popped them out. I'm sweating.
Pop the window open. I'm sweating.
It seemed like we never happy with the weather though, huh?
I know.
I-
When
I'm
it rains,
always
we
happy.
complaining about the rain. When it's too hot, we
I love the
complain
rain.
about it being too hot.
First
like-
of all, I always complain about the rain. I haven't really made too many complaints about the weather being like about it warming up. That Friday though was a motherfucker.
That shit.
Man, it was
Friday was a
Friday
motherfucker.
was,
I can't lie.
yeah.
Friday was a test.
Friday.
I was able to tolerate it till about 3 o'clock, and then I was like,
Because that's when it gets to the
But we
hottest.
also live in a
Yeah.
city that's not really built for
Bruh,
weather
houses
like
don't
that.
come with air conditioners here.
Yeah.
That
Not a
shit
lot
was
of
the
them.
most weird
We're
thing.
not
You
ready
look-
for
Look for an apartment and they don't have central
There's a
AC.
reason why, bro. For a long time in LA, before the climate change, weather was always perfect here.
Perfect.
It was
Oh, the
always
homie got
70s,
the
80s.
answers, dog.
Yeah.
I'm
It
telling
was
you.
always
I
70s,
know.
80s.
Yeah, he
that's
does.
I feel spoiled being from LA because
Yeah,
like
I know.
our
Yeah.
weather is like
Yeah.
it's
Usually our weather be on point. Like
Yeah.
by
It's
Friday, it's
consistent.
going back down to 77. It's gonna be 77.
I moved here 5 years ago, and y'all weather has been going to shit since I've been here.
no for real, bro. Lately it's been pretty bipolar. I ain't gonna lie.
Last year we
All
had a
the-
100-degree day in October.
All of the
Yeah.
shit the niggas told me about here is changing. I mean, it's still better than everywhere else.
What you mean?
Yeah.
What you mean change as far as the weather?
It's like it never rains in Southern
Yeah, that's
California.
why.
That
That's
shit
because
is
these
changing
Louisiana
it's
niggas
raining
be
more.
moving here.
I
We
guess
need
so.
that
We
rain
need
though.
more rain.
It
Yeah,
rains-
we
it
need
rains-
more
it
rain.
rains a lot less here, but it's always
Katrina
rain.
stalking a nigga, that's what y'all saying? My bitches don't want to let go?
Nah, bro, it's not it.
I thought y'all
It
talking
rains
about
everywhere. It just doesn't rain here.
Katrina,
as often.
Hurricane
Oh,
Katrina,
okay.
the element.
First of all,
That
Robbie
was a
Ellis a
bad
big
joke.
lie,
I know,
dude.
I tried to
Yeah,
slide.
he most definitely did. It does rain.
He
here.
dummy lied.
Yeah.
I remember one time it was storming for like 2 weeks straight.
Man.
Yeah.
Like when I was in
Yeah.
high school, nigga. This was like 04, 05.
Nigga, this was like a couple of years ago.
Right, I'm like,
I
I remember.
remember it was raining for like 2
Yeah.
weeks. This was like 2 years
No,
ago.
no, when
the
it was
beginning of this
hailing.
year.
I'm talking about when it was hailing.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nigga, I had
I
never
remember
seen
when it
hail
was
before.
hailing.
That was the first time I seen hell too. It was probably 05.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
It was
that.
windy as fuck. I remember my basketball court broke.
Everything was flooded. All the streets.
That's what I'm saying. LA is not built for certain types of weather.
What?
Like,
Nope.
if
And the
it
drivers
rains
ain't
too
either.
much, we're not
Yeah.
built for that.
Yeah.
If
I
it
can
gets hot
see-
too much, we're not
It'd
built
be
for
I
that.
can
Crazy.
see everything flooding. You know what I mean? Like, we
Because
having
the
a big
sewage
ass-
Hey
system-
man, y'all gotta stop all of that, man. Cause that shit do matter to me.
Hey,
Nigga. I don't
niggas-
want my city to flood.
And then Dre's
Well, the only
movie and
reason it
shit,
won't
all that
flood
shit.
is because of how many hills. Like, there's more. LA is hillier than it looks.
Hillier.
Well, look, you a hilly nigga behind
That's a
these
word.
boards. Introduce yourself, brother. You got some heels on you too. You want to make jokes earlier, nigga? I got you, man.
Nigga, we wasn't on air. Oh, this nigga want to shoot on air when I can't defend myself. It's your boy Young Lil, aka Young Lily, also known as the Black MacGyver, Mr. 420 himself, whatever you want to call me. You just can't call me a loser.
He's got dropped, man.
Shit.
That nigga said niggas got dropped.
I made it past Hell Weekend.
Come on.
That's what I'm calling that shit. 110-degree weather is unacceptable in the city of Los Angeles. I don't want to see this shit again.
Man.
Yeah. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? We here on another Monday. I was about to say Friday because I wish the week was over already. But I'm glad to be here with y'all, man.
I dig it. Well, y'all already know who it is, man. It's your host, Cliff the Gift, slinging that wood, not that stick. Your man might keep it 100, but you see me, I'm going to give you that extra inch. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the gift. It is Cliff, and we're here for another 2018 edition. We got Mosiah and Brittany Calhoun in this bitch, and we going to bring it to you live, raw, and uncut. You know we got the dips, MJ. We got the rips, Jalil busting his pants, and we got the banana splits with my nigga Tori.
That
Y'all
nigga.
been going down.
I tried.
He be going every week. He be trying to come up with some new freestyle.
That shit gets longer and longer every
grind.
And
week.
they come up short every week.
I tried. All right. So
But we got
look,
we got a different format.
We
this
got a
week.
different format this week. You know, normally we go
Switch
into
up.
Ain't That Some Shit, but we gonna get into our hot topic tonight, which is the lockdown. Basically equating relationships to captivity. A lot of people feel like when you get into a relationship, it's a lot of things you gotta relinquish. Hey, look at them as your freedom is now gone. You do not have the right, or you do not have the opportunity to go out as you please without consulting and speaking with somebody else. And for the sake of their feelings, and for the sake of not losing everything you got if you married. We got a couple on. You guys have been in a relationship for how long, Miss Calhoun and Mr. Mosiah?
Almost 2 years. Almost.
It'll be 2 years in November.
I was there at the beginning of this relationship,
beautiful thing,
man.
man.
It's a beautiful thing. This black love is beautiful. I was there at the beginning.
Yeah.
Mo said, this is gonna be mine. He say this, I like her. I love her. I'm gonna go with my move. Cliff, I'm a smack, bro. I promise. I'm just no.
Wow, bro. You wow, bro.
But nah, Mo, do you feel like when y'all like cause I was asking you some questions leading up into this show. Like, how do you feel when you say you going out, or you say if Brittany tells you like, hey, I'm finna go to the beach, what you doing? What's your initial thought?
My initial thought is to communicate. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't say no, like you were talking about earlier, but she's gonna communicate with me and I'm gonna communicate with her. You know what I mean? But that's just the bottom line between any relationship. You gotta communicate, you know what I mean? And I think that's like vital. You know what I mean? But like the way you saying is like she's making a demand. You know what I mean? Like, no, we don't, you know, in my relationship I should say. But in a relationship in general, nobody should be demanding anything. You know what I mean? They, like you should talk about it, like, you know. But like in our instance, like if she says she going to the beach, it's I kind of know she invite we both going to the beach. You know what I mean? That just like, you know,
It's an open invitation.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like she would want to go somewhere by herself. You know what I mean, or with her girls, and she would say me, you know, such and such and such stuff going out, and she would still invite me a lot of times. But like that's the time, you know, or vice versa. Like, you know, sometimes like we know when, you know, we need that, not necessarily space, but if I'm going out with the boys, she don't need to come.
Do you
or
feel?
if she going out with the girls, I don't need to go. And
So,
tag along, you know?
so, Brittany, do you feel like there are certain occasions where you feel like Mo, it's not necessary that he join you on this on a certain particular activity?
It just depends on the crowd. Like you said, if I'm going with my girls, then he don't really. I've brought him places like that, and he don't really want to be there anyway.
Okay.
So it's kind of just makes sense. Like, this is for me and my ladies. Like, it just makes sense for you to do your own thing, and I'm gonna do my own thing today.
Okay.
What about when those occasions happen more than two or three times?
I was just going that. I was like,
Well, like, before you even get with somebody, you see how compatible you are with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, habits, you know what I mean, things. This is even like beyond just in a relationship, you know what I mean, or like a friendship. You get to know people, you get to know somebody. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, like when you meet somebody, you know, you kinda like they stay in that same, you know, if they didn't go out when they was in the dating stages, then a lot of times they might not want to go out, you know, later on.
So
You know what
that-
I mean? That just like kind of,
but
like
that-
me, I never, you know, I don't go out much, but you know, sometimes I do want to go out. Like,
But if it just so happens that, you know, the 4th week of August, my girls want to hang out every day, like, I'm going to make sure that I spend time with my girls, but I spend time with my man too. Because sometimes, like Mo is my best friend,
in
so
August
I
is
want to
her
be with
birthday.
him.
That's why she said around that time.
I want to be with him like often, you know, like more than my girls, because like it's just the best.
That's what I'm saying. Every relationship is different. It's just, you know what I mean? Every relationship is different, so it's based off.
But besides that, like, you know, sometimes I might not want to go with them. You know, like, even though the invitation might be like, "Hey, Britt, come on, let's go somewhere." I'm like, "No, I wanna chill." You know, I have no problem with being vocal about me wanting to go and be without him, or when I want to be with him. It's never like a, you know.
Let me ask this into MJ as a female. I think that even how Mo stated and even how B stated, it's like I get that you got to know somebody before and you kind of know the person that they are, but do you feel that there are some behaviors that some people are like that they just not relationship material? Some people are just not relationship material. Do y'all really feel like that's a term to say that people ain't relationship material?
Capable of a relationship.
It's about compatibility.
Yeah.
It's about finding who you compatible. Because if it's not meant to be, y'all not gonna click. It don't matter how hard you force it. You know what I'm saying? Compatibility, I think, is big.
Then like, what does meant to be exactly mean too? Because like at some point, you know what I mean? It's like.
You have to make a sacrifice, right?
It can be, no, I'm just saying, it can, like, you know, sometimes it can be fairy tale. It can be like, but at the same time, it's like, you know, as you start to like grow with somebody, like you adapt. It's just like
do
being
you adapt?
humane.
Do you adapt?
It's like
or do
being
you
human.
figure out that fairy tales don't exist?
No, like, cause I mean, you
What does adapt mean?
Adapt mean like you mold yourself. You know what I mean? To fit like
The
each other.
environment.
You mold yourself.
So that means you have to let go of certain habits, certain people, and
Or you
certain
have to pick a different one.
Yeah, because it depends.
It's not
Like
letting go, you grow
Yeah.
through it.
because when you're willing to commit to somebody, it doesn't even feel like you have to make a change.
Yeah, you
it's
want
something
to.
you're not like
Yeah.
you're gonna naturally want to do it. It's like,
yeah, well, I mean that's just going back to the topic because it seems like it's like somebody could be having a ball, partying every week, not committed to somebody, going out having fun, nobody to listen to, nobody to have to come back and you know be obedient to. It's like they can live how they want to, carefree. But it seems like once they get with somebody who they feel like they want to commit to, it's almost like to grow, you have to let go of everything that made you happy.
But what that? No, why so?
No,
Everything
no.
that made you happy.
They said
That means
being
it's all
free.
Yeah,
It's being free and going out and not having any restrictions whatsoever.
but it's like.
but when you get to different
but-
stages in your life, different things make you happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
Maybe you
or-
don't need those things that
I
make you
get
happy
that.
because you found something
I
more
get that.
sustainable to
Okay.
give you longer
Okay.
happiness.
So
Yeah,
are
so
y'all
that's-
equating age with? Are y'all equating age?
I never
with-
brought age up at all.
No, I think age you experience more through your life. What comes with age, but I mean, you have people who are like high school sweethearts that go on and be happily married. Don't get me wrong. Or you have people who've been together 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, but same time you experience stuff through your age. Like, you know, I'm not the same person I was when I was 20. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about grandkids at this point. Like, how I want to put my grandkids on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about just myself. I'm thinking about my wife, my kids, and my grandkids. You know what I mean? So that's change. That's growth. You know what I mean? And that comes with age because I wasn't thinking that at 20.
Your priorities change.
Yeah,
I feel like
everything
once your
changes.
priority change, everything that happens around
Priorities
you
always change.
change.
Yeah.
Whether you single or you in a relationship.
If you the exact same person, like I hate people that be like, I ain't never changed. I've been the
Right.
same.
Yeah,
But
that's
right.
stupid.
those
You
people
probably
that-
he ain't grown at all.
Yeah,
If you're
Right.
the same person
Yeah.
you were 2 years ago, 1 year ago, hell,
That's
6
that's
months
why
ago,
Nas
you're
that's
not
why
growing.
Nas made that song Second Childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's niggas that's literally
Yeah.
in their 30s and
Yeah,
40s
doing the
that
same shit.
never
Yeah.
Never
mature
grew
up.
up.
Yeah.
That's
Another
just
thing,
normal.
like, but it's weird though. Like when you sent me to like the topic of the discussion, I couldn't even fathom like, wait, I couldn't connect the lockdown to being married because like marriage is something that you choose to do. You know what I mean? Like, what you saying lockdown as far as jail? That's what I was first thing that came to mind. Like, nigga, jail being not like freedom, like lockdown, freedom, You know what I mean? Those captive. That sounds like jail to me. I don't think relationships shouldn't be nothing like that. And if it is, that's like not the relationship.
That don't sound like
And I
love.
told-
That don't sound like.
That could be a relationship, but that ain't love.
And we said all this without saying love.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
bad in within itself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, how can we have a discussion about relationship and love not be the first thing to come out of our mouth? You know what I
And
mean?
that's
Come on.
and that's why I said, like, even with the topic, I 100% agree with what you're saying. It's like, in bringing this topic up, when you hear a lot of people in relationships talk about it, they make it sound as if they are in captivity. I have to ask. Hold on, bro. Man, you know my girl gonna be tripping, my nigga. I can't just. Man, my phone about to die, bro. I gotta get to a charger.
Yeah.
And it's like the
Some stuff, but
anxiety.
those things though are like, that's just out of respect.
Yeah.
That don't have nothing to
So
do
that
with
real
nobody
respect.
feeling like
Yeah,
they
and-
lost.
Well, a
something.
relationship.
You can't respect the fact that my phone died.
No, but
No,
respect.
They still want to know, like,
And we
she
have
probably
no-
understand if your phone died,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
want to go
But-
the extra mile just to make sure you ain't even got to go through that.
Yeah.
A relationship is like respect is a big part of a relationship.
Yeah.
Because without that, then it's like
All these
Your
You
first
really ain't gonna have
relationships
too
in
long.
life are all based on respect.
respect.
Your mother,
Yeah.
your father, if you were, blessed to have one or two of the, both,
Yeah.
it's all based off of respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
Cause she didn't. Your mom don't have to whip your ass. She used to respect the fact what she's saying. You ain't gonna do it.
Exactly.
Just that's respect.
Well, we have
But it's-
some
no, it's-
counterparts who
it's
say,
a whole lot of
whoop your ass,
Well,
mom.
that's what I'm saying. Like me
your
personally,
ass.
I wasn't a trouble kid, so just like
No, but
my
it's-
respect. I was scared of my mom at one point. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I just knew when my mom was serious and when she wasn't. But I like, it was a fine line. You know what I mean?
But
so,
it wasn't even fear, like in the form,
Nah.
like she would do something to harm you.
Yeah.
It was like, if I
Respect.
get out of line,
he was aware.
It's gonna
He
be
was
a problem.
aware. He had knowledge.
Yeah.
And he was aware of what the potential
Of the what-
outcome. That's
exactly.
just like you can respect this fucking outlet right here
Yeah.
because you're aware
Did that bitch
of
just kill you?
that shit.
exactly. So nigga, it's more so about just knowing, and it's common shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody is aware of what the potential outcome. It's like
Back
it's,
to the phone dying
Thank you for
situation.
cutting me off.
Like, I'm sorry.
Hey, she like, you cut me off too, bro.
You just
Go ahead, B.
Mo, this ain't the first time she done this to a man.
Shut your ass.
But
wanna
I was
charge.
saying though,
That's
like,
right.
if for instance my phone is dying, I know I'm gonna call him and let him know, like, oh babe, my phone is dying, yada yada yada. But I do that because if his shit die and I don't know and I'm trying to call and you're not answering, where you at?
it's a problem.
And
What you
at the
doing?
same time,
Or if
I'm-
your phone is down,
you
send
know.
a text. My phone
Yeah.
about to die.
Right,
but I'm
quick.
letting you know
It don't
where-
even gotta be
Right.
nothing crazy. It's just like my phone is dying, just
And at
letting you
the
know I'm
same
on
time-
2%.
And at the same time, it's about a safety thing too.
Yeah.
Though. You know what I mean? I want to
It's
know you
more
okay.
than just it's levels.
Bro, when I'm out,
Bro, look, it's
I'm not
because
even
it's
in a
levels
relationship,
to this
bro.
It's because nigga Cliff
I'm
is
not
so
saying
quick
that.
to put
I'm-
somebody in Uber or
Bro,
something, bro.
I'm not even.
like nigga, like and never call again, my nigga.
I
Like,
didn't say
Look, bro,
this.
bro, you ain't the first nigga he did that.
yeah,
to,
so I'm
bro.
like, nigga, put the Uber boom. I ain't never
Bro,
call
I'm not
again.
even in a relationship, but still, like, when I'm out,
I don't know what
bro,
y'all talking about.
When I'm out somewhere, I still call and let somebody. If my phone about to die and I'm
Yeah.
out somewhere, I'm gonna let somebody know
Yeah, where you at? Yeah.
where I'm at and my phone about
But
to
you
die.
learn
These
that
are
with
my
your
coordinates.
parents
Yeah.
first. Like my mom be getting on my head. Why you ain't call me? I don't know where you at.
Before cell phones, nigga,
You know?
when it was just a house phone.
Y'all
if
make
if
it
you gonna be
valid
going out this house and the sun go down, you better make a call from
They
somebody
ready
else.
to-
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, y'all make a valid point. And look, because I was honestly gonna get to this as far as relationships go, with bringing in the parents and how you say people respond to their parents, and you learn that from how you talk to your parents. Like, do y'all equate your partner as being like a sort of like?
Well, no, it's
parent
like the
type?
head of a like me. I was taught you never call married people's houses after a certain time, just out of respect. You know what I'm saying? You have to
But they got
respect the
cell phones
household.
now, so now you're
Yeah.
not calling.
Even
the
then,
house.
out of respect.
That's even worse. Cell phone is even worse. You know, a house phone was always like
In the kitchen or some shit.
that was like
Yeah.
a public.
Somebody got to get up.
Yeah.
Niggas
Yeah,
can
I know
eat-
when your ass got up, nigga. You
A
left-
motherfucker
you got
can
off
eavesdrop.
the
You be on the phone late night, you just hear a click. Get off the phone, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna call
Now
you
with
back
a
quick.
cell phone, it's like,
Yeah, you can
nigga,
say
that's
that.
like much more like. Can you
I
imagine
seen
rolling
that
over
shit
next
light
to your
up.
chick and you want to like she roll over and see you on the phone?
Yeah.
Nigga, who is that?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
That shit
You know what I'm
wild.
saying?
You don't do that. That's
And you can say whatever. Just her waking up out to sleep and seeing you on the phone late at night.
It's-
Talking
it's-
low.
You,
Based
if
off
you
what you were
with,
saying.
I feel like people start getting to the thing of you with me. Who else is important?
Basically.
But look,
That's what ends up being said, and it's like, damn, I gotta give up everybody else in this world.
Well, it's not so
There's-
much that.
there's
I think
logic,
that's
common
a.
place that comes
That's
in with
deep,
it.
bro.
It ain't just that serious. Like you just putting the surface level. It's deeper than that. Of course, somebody you with.
I
is
just
gonna
said what I
understand.
said. I
No.
didn't make it deeper.
No, I'm
Nothing.
saying if you the type of nigga, like your wife gonna know you. If you the type of nigga, your phone always ringing at any time of night, and she know it's not some bullshit, she gonna understand. But if your phone don't never ring at night, and then your phone ring at night and you answer it, it's a problem.
I
Okay.
can.
Because it's like if somebody calling you late at night
On some like,
and they don't know that, bro, it's like you probably shouldn't. Call. If y'all don't have that understanding, like I'm probably not the nigga to call at a certain time.
yeah, but I'm like, but the thing is, like, who's calling? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
It can be anybody. Just because somebody calling late at night doesn't mean that's a booty call or somebody.
No, but it's
like that
like-
could be my granny calling, bro. Like, I'm gonna answer granny phone. She gonna answer granny phone. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like,
I'm
But
saying,
Granny
like,
gonna be
I'm-
asleep by then.
Right, but
Or she just now getting up.
But it's gotta be
Like-
stuff. It's gotta be stuff that makes sense logically. You
Man,
can explain
look,
it and it
I
makes-
just-
bro,
I've
if you
been
get a
sitting
call
next to
from a
people-
number that ain't stored in your phone and you on it longer than 10 seconds. What's up?
What's
up?
And that's what I'm saying.
What's
That,
up?
to me,
What's
in a sense, I just feel like it's like I don't know. Cause how y'all said with y'all parents, my parents gave me a certain level of freedom, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, my mom.
I didn't have to. I didn't have to necessarily.
Be off the phone
After I
all
got
the
to
time
a
and shit.
no, after I got to a certain age, you know what I'm saying. My parents kind of like, well, I don't need to know that, but your ass don't need to be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, okay,
I
I'm
ain't
trying
tripping
to.
on what you do, but don't fuck up.
I'm trying to get you to a level to where you can be self-sufficient without me, and I know that you'll make good calls. And it's kind of like the same thing I feel like people don't do in relationships. Like, I kind of want to get it to where I ain't got to be worried about, damn, I ain't talked to you all day. Is this motherfucker really, like, and I see them on Instagram? Like, why are we looking at it like that? Like, oh, you ain't called me yet, but I saw you on Instagram liking pictures.
Instagram came in and fucked the game.
Wait,
up.
Social media.
Social media in general.
that, and then also people are sitting next to you now, and your phone. This says notification. I literally had to turn my shit like this because niggas was sitting next to you, not even your girl or nothing. Niggas was sitting next to you and read your shit,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
bro,
why are you
when
reading
I
my
see-
shit?
When I see a notification, bro, like,
I'm telling-
I seen a light and I just looked too.
And it's just
yeah,
immediate.
but I
to
didn't,
looking.
but I didn't,
Exactly.
But I didn't like to be nosy, like, oh, what this nigga? It was just like,
If it
It's
says
natural
something,
reaction.
it's
'cause
natural
you
reaction,
used to
yeah.
the shit banging.
but if it said more than just notification, I'm sure he would have been able to tell me what it said.
yeah,
I'm sure.
But see,
not that you
man,
wanted
like
to.
Seth feels like,
What if he ain't got an
what if it-
iPhone?
Look,
The
look,
messages
look.
don't
If it
pop
feels
up.
like Kawhi
All
coming
phones
to
do
the
that,
Lakers, nigga, I'd be like, oh, bro, nigga, Kawhi coming to.
Mo, you don't even have an iPhone, do you?
I do.
Oh, you got an iPhone. Okay, I'm about to say this nigga don't even have an iPhone. And he looking at my phone like he thought it was his.
I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all game real fast. I'm gonna give y'all game real fast. All of y'all need to have this on your phone if you ain't got one. Privacy screens on Mando.
But see, look,
In a relationship,
but you're
are they
saying
really
that's
man
why-
though?
why do
No,
you
not in
need
a relationship.
that? Why
I mean,
do you need
no,
that?
I mean period in life, bro. You need a privacy screen.
What's the privacy screen?
A privacy screen, like, all right, you see my phone straight on?
Yeah.
You guys can see it. When I turn to the side, you can't see it from the side.
Them old though.
Yeah, but people don't be using them. Why don't you use, if you don't want people
They come
around
on
you
the
in
phone
like
already?
in your
You
business?
just- no, you
No,
gotta-
you gotta
you
buy
gotta
it.
buy
But that's the thing though.
It's
People
$9
around you
on
probably ain't
Amazon.
a random stranger probably ain't gonna know nothing about what's
yeah.
going on in your phone.
It don't matter. I
Look,
still
it
don't want you
doesn't
looking at my
matter to
phone.
them. The thing is, it doesn't matter.
It's like
to
that.
them.
It don't matter.
You know
The
what?
thing
That's
is,
the- that's
it
the
don't
phrase.
matter to
Don't
them.
none of that
But
shit
see,
matter.
if it was your
It
girl,
don't matter,
It
bro.
don't matter,
That
bro.
was the drop.
but no.
of the night, bro. It don't
If
matter.
don't
she-
matter.
if this
Don't
nigga
even
Mo
matter.
see a text from Long Dick Larry at 2 a.m., that shit don't fucking matter in somebody else's phone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna matter if she sees Wet
First
Wanda
of all, if she
come
got
up
a
at 2
nigga in
a.m.
her
and this
phone
nigga
stored
phone.
as Long Dick Larry.
That's what I'm saying.
This nigga
bro.
said-
There's no respect in that relationship, my nigga.
All Dick Larry and Wet Wanda.
If she sees
I don't even
Wet
think
Wanda,
Mo would want to say that out loud. Like Mo, the type of nigga would be like, "Hey, who is this nigga?"
Who is this? Who is this nigga?
But
I ain't
you-
saying that shit.
everything don't matter, but I bet that's gonna matter. That's gonna matter. Who the fuck is Long Dick? Who the fuck is L?
Why you got the eggplant next to his picture?
Oh wait, that ain't. What the fuck?
But I'm just but it gets to a point to where we as people start, like I say, you impose the fact, like how how you related to your parents back to that.
That's what I was saying about our parents, bro. Like, in a sense, like, I mean, like, I don't want to feel like I got a parent above me, but like, those type of things I want to see in my wife, because the fact that she's going to be a parent one day. So I want to know how she's going to handle certain situations, and I want to be on the same page with that. You know what I mean? That's how
checking in. So checking in is what
I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying like in the fact of checking in.
That's so small, bro.
Yeah, I'm not
if
saying
that's what you bugging off of, it's gonna be
that's petty.
bro, that's the least of your.
But what's wrong with checking in?
Yeah, so but like if you want to check in, sometimes I might just want to think about her, so I just text her. That's not me like, oh, I gotta check in at noon. Niggas like, man, you
that's
know
like
what I mean?
I thought about you. I'm letting you.
Yeah, I wish you was here right now. I wish you wasn't at work. You know what I mean? I wish you know. That's not checking in. That's not even gonna be like, yo, I'm here at the house. It's just like, you know what I mean? You checking in just because.
Right. You sitting the hay with the winky face or something.
Like,
or
I mean,
that's
a privilege, because at first you used to have to wait a long time or talk on the phone. I mean, back in the day,
now you can instantly let somebody know you're thinking about it.
And
instantly.
Well, Mo talking about like he old or whatever, but like I say, I call these friends. But hold on, wait, I want to say this. Before Mo and Brittany started talking, like I remember, I don't want to say the change, but I seen Mo go from where it was like Mo by himself a day.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's never a Mo without Brittany.
We married.
So
I mean, that's what it's like.
Common law.
You know what though?
It goes to being together. But this is what I'm about to say. So when you start being with somebody every day, it's like it'll never go back to why I ain't see you today.
No, it's crazy you say that, because I used to see them out separately, and now you never see them separate from each other ever.
Yeah.
Even our family though, our family be like, if I go to my granny house without him, everything.
She gonna be like, "What's up?"
Yeah, they're going, where you at?
Where's Mo? Where's my grandson?
Where's he
Where's
at?
my nephew? You know, and it's like, or even when my mom calls me, it's like, where Mo at? Like, oh, I don't know, Mom. He's across the street or something. Okay, everything good, right? Like everything is fine, Mom. It's like, we can be alone. We don't gotta be together all the time.
The thing is, they just so used to being with each other all the time, though. You know what I mean? Because we, like I said, like we live with each other day in, day out. We under each other. Just like I feel like any relationship is. You know what I mean? Any married relationship. You know what I mean? Like, but then like if she at work or something, you know what I mean? They not like where she at. Like, oh, they know she at work. But but like it is times when we go out and people be like, yo, we're beating. Not just be like, yo, she good. She at you know, she had a show or you know whatever. I mean, it is like that sometimes. But I think that's even if like, you know, I think it's like that with any relationship. You know what I mean? Especially when people see how y'all represent each other.
Before
I
I even was like in a relationship, my family used to ask me like, when you gonna get a boyfriend? Like it was like the pressure to be with somebody. Like,
and that was where we got the topic of the show from. There was a post on the Cliff Notes page about a parent or a relative or somebody observing her and wanting her to be in a relationship because she feels
like in a bitter way. It was like a tweet where she pretty much went to, I think it was like a family function, and her aunt was like, you know,
you too happy.
Yeah, you too happy. She said something like her aunt was like, you too happy.
It was all. It was almost like she was salty about her being happy.
Yeah, because it was like, why are you so happy like by yourself?
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem is like people like right now you have to have a label, right? So like if you're not in a relationship, your label is single, and then people say, well, how long have you been single, or why are you single?
You single? Why the fuck you checking in?
Or it's like if you dating somebody, then you guys are talking. If you're in a relationship, then you're in a relationship. But you can't just chill either way. You can't be in a relationship and just chill. You can't be single and just chill. It's like you can't be by yourself. You have to be with somebody, or if you're not
you always
with somebody,
gotta be in pursuit of.
Exactly. And as a woman, that's the type of pressure that some families will put on you. You know what I'm saying? Asking you where.
They used to a traditional type of, but like we live in a whole new world. You know what I mean? Like, and they don't even live in that world. I mean, we live in a whole.
Those customs are dissipating, and I think they having a hard time coming to terms with it because we young and you know, they had their chance.
We're in a me generation.
They had their chance to be our age, and their culture was just very different from ours.
Do y'all feel like?
But this isn't the first time. This isn't new though. This is. See, the thing is, this is new to them, just like that. What they did was new to the generation before them. Bro, there was a generation that loved and lived freely. Yeah. We soon forget it, but the generation of the '60s is one of the most freest times ever, until now. The age of enlightenment and you know the age of Aquarius with all of that shit where everybody was experiencing their own like that was
okay.
That's what it was called.
I'm like, is
I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
That nigga Cliff was over there like like I said, I'm a historian and that's one of my favorite like decades is the 60s.
Because Jaleel lives a sensational life.
Yeah, it's not your fault you live a sensational life, bro. Hey, I have a question. I have a question for Mo and Brent. No, I do want to cut you off.
I hadn't even said I ain't said nothing like that.
Look. Mo, okay, so.
wild in here tonight.
Hey,
I literally just got to talk for my first time in 10 minutes, bro.
Oh my God, really, Lil?
I hadn't said shit for 10 minutes.
Here we go with the live. Go ahead.
10 minutes, guys.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say a word.
I'm off. I don't even want to talk no more.
He high.
Okay, let me get this question out. Okay, so Mo, yeah, you're 27, bro. Like, wow. So I've been knowing you since you were like 23, when you were hard-headed and a Lone Ranger. So my question for both of you guys.
Young Dick Slinger. That was my boy back then.
No, anyway. So, no, Mo was really just like a lone wolf. Like, he just loved doing his own thing. He was mysterious as fuck. We'd be like, where's Mo? And we wouldn't see him for days. But, like, my question for both of you guys is, being in the relationship that you guys have now been in for 2 years, what's something that you learned from each other that you never got while you were single?
That's a good question.
MJ,
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's something that you never thought you would be introduced to, or, you know, something that you, like, took on or something like that?
I mean, I always wanted family. I always wanted the family, but it wasn't until I got with her where it was just like, it became more real. Like, oh, like, I really got to try to get a house. You know what I mean? Like,
and you talking about,
you know what I mean? I gotta, you know, a house is something that's real, or property in general. That's something that, like, you know, we talk about all the time, but when I was single, I wasn't thinking about houses. I was thinking about motorcycles, cars. You know what I mean? That's.
see.
Wait, let B answer the question.
Go ahead, B.
Well, I this is something that I did know, but it kind of just like really blew up when I got in a relationship, and that is that I don't live for myself. Like prior, obviously I knew that I had family, you know, I was kind of like, I don't want to say the head of my family, but people look to me for guidance, for answers, you know, anything. But when I got in a relationship, it's really like I'm no longer myself. Like this is me too, you know, that I have to think about, and I have to look after this other being, you know, just like I would myself. Like I was telling Mo the other day, I love you like I love me. Like I don't love you no more or no less than I love myself, but the things that I would do for myself, I would do the same for you. It's just really being aware that I no longer, I can't just, I have a whole nother, it's like a kid. I don't want to call him a kid, but you know, like a mother has a child. Like this is my, an extension of myself that I now have to get to know and understand and respect and you know, replenish like I would myself.
I like the way both of y'all put that.
I like that too.
To be opposition for the sake of entertainment.
Yeah, I know. I was asking you like, bro, are you really from that like just playing devil's advocate, or a lot of the things you said is because that's like your real thought process?
I got him.
It's like a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both. I gotta.
That nigga believe in love.
I know.
I believe in it.
He believe in it.
But this, I want to say this too.
I wanted to say something I ain't gonna say it.
Oh,
say what you gotta say, nigga.
There's a lot of niggas.
My nigga don't believe in black love, bro.
What?
Oh, damn. No, he do. He do. He does.
That's blasphemy.
He just.
We'll go hiking. This nigga Cliff. This nigga, man.
No, he's a dabbler. That's my nigga though, but you a dabbler.
I dabble.
You know you a dabbler.
I dabble.
Dabbler. He's
I
a
dabble.
He's a
I
dabbler,
dabble.
and that don't make you no
But
less
Cliff
of a
does
man.
love black
He
women.
likes
though.
black
He
women.
loves-
I'm just joking, bro. I know you love our black women, but
But there was that time at the lake.
At the lake.
You was at the lake that time.
The
We
way-
went to the lake before. She did.
The
She
way
really
Bree
was
said
at
it
the
though in
lake.
the mic.
It was we was at the
It
lake.
was a snow bunny.
I remember we was at the lake and it was a snow bunny who
was-
came and got on the jet ski with us. I do remember that.
He rode with her.
He was just
I
being
didn't bring
friendly.
it
He was
with
being
me.
cordial.
I didn't bring it with me.
He was being
I didn't bring
friendly.
that
I
girl
ain't bring it with her.
That girl found us at the lake.
I did not Uber her here.
That girl found us at the lake.
Yeah,
I did
if
not
I saw
bring her
Cliff
opinion.
walk up with a snow queen, I'll be like,
Snow Queen.
that's my nigga right there, man. That's
But no, this is what I wanted to say too.
How do you feel about that though? Interrelation, you know,
Interracial relationships.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like when you go out, you know what I mean? Do you say if you was to go out with somebody who wasn't like black, like do you feel like people stare at you or people look at you?
You
know what I
get
mean?
it. I feel like what a lot of people don't understand too is
you're gonna get mixed energy.
as a black, honestly and truthfully, as a black man, you have an experience that nobody else has. So when you do certain things, interracial relationship for black men is dating is a whole different type of dating because you're honestly, you ain't looked at his shit.
You
To
ain't
be
look-
real, like we not like to other races, like they're scared of you or you're looked at as less than.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the two. It's never really like I just respect you. I'm cool with you.
Yeah,
Whatever.
one of the two.
It's an underlying issue there for the parents, not the person that you're talking
Oh,
to
the parents.
that might love you, but maybe the parents.
Yeah.
And it's whether they agree or disagree or say that it is out in the open. It is always an issue of can you adequately protect my daughter because you can't adequately protect yourself out here, my nigga. They out to
And
get
you-
you,
and-
and you gonna get got.
And there's a stigma that
So
y'all can't
I'm-
protect y'all women
Exactly. So I'm scared
because y'all don't like being in the
you're
home
dealing,
with them.
Yeah, exactly. So you're dealing with people in a state of fear,
Yeah.
and it's just that's why I say
I always wonder because when I see like it's grown on me actually, you know what I mean? Like before I used to be like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's because I was brought up to like you know to be with a black woman. You know what I mean? Like that just kind of like what we became accustomed to.
It was the
As
same.
black-
It was the
black
same
men.
thing for me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm the product of a fucking
I feel like
interracial.
I don't think
relationship.
That shit is the hardest shit to say, right? Interrelation.
Interracial.
I don't think
Interracial.
nothing is wrong with parents. And I always say this: nothing is wrong with anybody's parents having the belief that they want their daughter or son to be with someone of the same race. Nothing is wrong with that
Nothing
as
is
a
wrong
thought
with that.
process. But so when we say that, it's like I agree. Like a lot of people were brought up to think that. Like I was brought to
The
think
only
the same
the
thing.
only
It's-
thing I ask of my brothers that choose to date outside their race. Number one, please don't be on no coon shit talking about what about black on black crime and we
hate
defeating
that shit.
ourselves and this
Yeah,
and this
man.
and that. And please don't expect your interracial spouse to be understanding of your plight.
Or
She
history.
will never
Let me
be
add-
understanding of that.
let me
'Cause
add
she's
into-
never had to deal with that.
Let me add into that. Like, I don't have an issue with interracial relationships. My dad remarried my stepmom when I was like 5, and she's Hispanic. But my issues come in is like when, for one, I remember being like 13 and getting into an argument with my stepmom because she thought she could use the word nigga. And she was
That's
ignorant. She was ignorant enough at the time to believe that because she was married and gave my dad two more sons, that she could use it because she thought that she was sensitive enough to understand the meaning behind it. And at 13, I had to argue her down and let her know why she couldn't use it. And then on top of that, I feel like when interracial relationships come up, black women are the first ones to come to surface in terms of topics. And it's like, nigga, not every black woman has an issue with you dating a white woman. We have an issue with you dogging us out as an excuse to date a white woman.
You hear that?
You're the one, first of all, if you choose not to date black women ever again for whatever reason, you don't have to dog us out. That was just your experience. If you find a white woman or an Asian woman or a Hispanic woman who loves you, who genuinely loves you, you know what I'm saying? then that's the love that you have.
I can't
But you
dog-
don't have to. You don't like. It's like every time I come across, even sometimes I see the looks too, like interracial relationships where it's a black man and a white woman. Like, nigga, I'm not paying attention to you guys. If that's who you love, good. That's one less nigga I gotta worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm keeping it real, but it's like, cause it's like, nigga, if he doesn't have a love for me, why would I even have an eye for him? But it's like when you guys beat us up in terms of topic of conversation, you don't have to do that, because not every black, like, at the end of the day, we still got love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? A black man telling me to my face that he doesn't like black women, it doesn't make me love myself any less. I don't have an issue with you dating white women. Matter of fact, treat her well. You know what I'm saying? Every woman deserves to be treated like a queen. But it's just that I think that that's always a topic of conversation, especially with social media. It's like, oh, well, black women this. And it's like, nigga, stop dragging us into the conversation.
That's what I say. We got here from Mo asking me.
And that
about
comes from, that's for the men and the non-black women who are in the relationship. Just because your man is with you and you're not black doesn't mean that he dislikes black women too.
Exactly.
So all of this, y'all can't take care. Like, bitch, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, just love each other and mind your own business.
And that's why I say, like, interracial relationships, black on black love, white on white, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. Like I say, my thing about it, and even with the topic, going back to the topic, is the lockdown thing. Like, we live in a world where you really, the most important thing is dealing with somebody that fuck with you, that ain't gonna leave you out here fucked up. Cause everybody is out here just, the world is going to shit, and people are taking advantage of each other. It's women out here who get in relationships. They are paid to be in. They really want to be paid to be in a relationship. That's why certain women are single, I feel, and I feel like certain men want to be babied and pampered in a way that they don't ever feel like they have to step up and be men. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that.
We live like in just short.
One time, wait. Because what I was about to say is, when y'all said that, as far as guys go, I look to get a house now as a single man. Yeah. I didn't need a woman to start telling me to do that. And as a woman, it's like, I feel like a woman, even when you date women with kids, they have kids, so they already have a certain type of love. So if you don't have kids, then your first love will be that man that you with. And it's kind of different when you date a woman with kids, in a sense, because that love goes to that child first before it gets to you. So if you jump into a relationship to look for that, you're not gonna get that in that relationship with that person. And it's like, so when you're trying to date a single dude who has established a certain thing, you're not gonna get the same type of submissiveness as in checking in and tapping in, and I need somebody, you know, when you like, I just want to see what you're doing, I just want to know where you at. Like, I ain't need you to know where I was at, and I got all of this shit without you.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes niggas think like that.
That's based off the individual. You know, that's really based off the individual with the individual wants. Cause just like I stated, like, I always wanted a house, but it wasn't until I got. Cause really, it's about building something. Like, I don't want to build nothing alone. You know what I mean? Like, I want to build somebody I love. And like I said, like, it's never been about just me getting a house. You know what I mean? Like, I can own a house or I can own a car. I can lose that shit too by myself. You know what I mean? And it's really about like the future, like family wise. Like, that's the legacy ain't gonna live in the house. Your legacy gonna live based off what you leave your kids. And that's the future that's the future that you want to plan for. And that's big. And you want to leave your legacy like attached to someone. You know what I mean? Someone you love, some real.
You could build an empire on your own, and then you can decide to let somebody in, and they're not gonna appreciate it as much as somebody who you built it up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Brick for brick.
Because when that shit gets when there's increased pressure on it, and there's a force that comes in that tries to come in between that, it's gonna be up to y'all to make sure that foundation that y'all built and everything stays strong.
You know what, Tori really just brought up a really good point in terms of, I think that's why a lot of women are a certain type of way these days about when they see their ex in a relationship, right? It's like, if he's doing better with another woman or treating her better than she got treated, it's an issue, right? And I ran into that on my birthday. My ex called me on my birthday because our birthdays are a couple of days apart, and he told me that he's thinking about proposing to his girlfriend. And I was like, damn, I was like, that's crazy. But I knew marriage was always something that he wanted. He wanted a family and stuff like that. But at the time, we were in our early 20s, so it's like, bro, I'm not thinking about that. I need you to slow down, right? So now he's in a different relationship. So we're chopping it up back and forth, and I get off the phone with him, and my best friend was like, is he engaged? And I was like, I think he's thinking about proposing to his girlfriend. And she was like, oh, you're better than me. Like, you're cool with that? And I'm like, first of all, bitch, what am I gonna do about it? Like, am I gonna stop him from proposing? Like, nigga, if he's in love and that's who he want to be, I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? So he may as well be with somebody who does. And then I think that we still have that idea of locking someone else down or being territorial over something that's no longer ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you truly be happy if you're not happy with somebody, or you're not happy for somebody that found something better, or it doesn't even have to necessarily be better than you.
Men are bad with that. Men love.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like men try to romanticize that idea. Like, I still got it on lock, even though we kind of dissing
women do
out.
the
Like,
same
that's
thing.
Still me, and it's like.
I made him. I feel like I helped mold him into the man he is, so that he could be who he is for her. Absolutely, I'm taking that
and
credit.
the experience that you have with him, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly, it set him up to know exactly what he wants, and he found what he wanted.
Well, y'all, look, we gotta jump out here to take a break. Our guests are gonna be leaving us. They gotta go.
And that was some good dialogue, man. We need a part 2 to this shit.
I wish they could stay longer, man. Y'all, the number to call in is 310-955-4966. We're going to come back and we're going to chime in with Mindful Mondays and get into Ain't That Some Shit, as well as continue this conversation. Y'all, anything y'all want to leave the people before y'all dip out of here?
You got something to say?
To all the lovers, just be patient and be understanding.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, yeah.
I don't got shit to say, bro. Thanks for having
This
me.
shit don't even matter. Hey, take us
Shit
out.
doesn't matter.
Super only with the moolah. Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. We baking at my donut shop, holy moly. So many problems on my brain, I'm like, holy moly. Tonight I'm gonna go insane, I'm like, holy moly, yeah. Holy moly, 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 yeah. And the whole world love it when you're feeling down. But I'ma turn up when I hit the loud. I do by the beat. Alton Sterling on CNN. The Adam and the crucified my black skin. I love mixing lemon juice with hen. Lid in my gun and the water up in Flint. Payment plan just to lock us in. Taking social, then they box you in. I be rocking water moccasins. Forgive me, Father, all I do is sin. Tom Brady, all I do is win. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, niggas talking shit, sit by myself, Colin Kaepernick, police pull me over, ask for registration, they enjoy the shit like it's masturbation. And my grandmother on a breathing machine. Try to be strong, I can't comprehend what it mean. Mustang pedal to the metal, making the scream. Better know in hard times you need family to lean. Lean up, remember the game of no prenup. Fucking around, you get beat up. I'm so hard to see pre-nut, never GIV up. Sick of the HIV, bruh. Oh my God, I got a fever. Singing out, I'm on a ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. We baking at my donut shop, holy moly. So many problems on my brain, I'm like, holy moly. Tonight I'm gonna go insane, I'm like, holy moly, yeah. Holy moly, 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 yeah. And the whole world love it when you're feeling down. But I'ma turn up when I hit the loud. So it go ring around the rosy. Don't he got a girlfriend? Why this hoe so nosy? Look past the shirt, Calvin Klein draws, fit so cozy. I'll pull his black mamba at. Bitch, I think I'm Kobe. You ain't see me in the last year. Please don't say you know me. My presence is a present. When I'm present, bitch, you owe me. I know you really don't like me. Miss Cleo, my cousin, I'm psychic. I ride around all on my lonesome. I never have time for psychics. Okay, you caught me, I'm lion. I'm never without the protection. Like I'm not trying to catch an infection. I be killing them, lethal injection. In the court of law, I make objections. My lyrics go hard as erections. Yeah, yeah. Hey, and these niggas, they should pay up. So funny. They say they gon' hit me up and stick me for my money. Hey, I be rockin' Louis V, Gucci, Polo, Tommy. Who send me Vera Wayne with no job, bitch, I'm Tommy.
Two inside that, nigga. Gangsta shit, nigga. What? Dumb.
Nothing, nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing, nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I get the best out the ceiling. I ate the same thing for dinner. Trapping is all I remember. The circle went hard, got plays out the window. Yeah. No food on the table, went to Blaine House, eat anything. Sister had to do my mama job, cause she was going through pain. For a minute I was lost. Me and Candy went off. Skip clad just to shoot dice, and it seemed like we never lost. Nigga never understand my childhood days, that shit was wrong. My brothers was here for each other. We kept it so real with each other. Yeah. But in these streets, I done lost so many niggas. Baby got hit by a car, Peanut got hit with the trigger, yeah. Moment of silence for the real niggas. Yeah, yeah. Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets, you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing, nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. This a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I stay to myself, something I never regret. I spend all day chasing chicks, then whip up bitch with them chicks. I remember when the water off, now a nigga diamond waterfall. Everybody wants you on the team, but everybody wanna hold the ball. Yeah, these niggas be camping, can't say it and you ain't advancing. And learn the streets ain't little baby. Yeah, when I seen it tell you Ryan Francis. Not saving, not a captain nigga. Made my bed, now I'm damping in it. Same niggas that got your back, got the best chance for to stab you in it. Yeah. They count me out, but now I'm in the building. Look how the table's starting to turn with extra power steering. You lied to the streets, but keep it real with the jury. Yeah. Niggas fake it in they jury. Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing, nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. Moment of silence for the real niggas. Yeah, yeah. You lied to the streets, but keep it real with the jury. Yeah, niggas fake it in they jury.
Evidently I've been shopping with King.
What up, Hurricane? Last name? Man, I know y'all got a motherfucking story about one of y'all exes, nigga. Yeah, let me tell you about my ex, bitch. Yeah, let me run it about my ex, bitch.
Recording.
Good evening. My name is Nino Sparks, aka Boyle Heights Finest. This is DJ Lancey. We're LTMA, that's Lucy Take Me Away.
Lancey with this shit.
Yeah. Let's go, Lancey. Yeah. How'd that go? Tell me what you want.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings, queens, peasants, and pussy poppers, we are back. Yes, you are tuned in to Cliff Notes Radio, and you know how it is on Monday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The number to call in is 310-955-4966. And you looking for that dick, or you looking for some good wet Wanda from Wakanda? This is the number to call. I'm just bullshitting y'all.
Nah, man, we, I guess, have left, but we had a great conversation. If you missed it, the show is always streamed live. If you are not looking at us through YouTube right now, you already know. Just go to the YouTube channel, type in Cliff Notes Radio, subscribe. If you listening on air on the socialhour.com, then make sure you look at the live stream on YouTube. Go to Cliff Notes Radio. Follow us on Instagram, Cliff Notes Radio. Follow us on Twitter, Cliff Notes Radio. Follow us on Christian Mingle, Cliff Notes Radio. Follow us on
Black People
Sugar
Meet.
Mamas, Black People Meet, all that.
Some Muslim
We there,
matchmaker.
baby. We there, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
They said Muslim matchmaker.
Is that really a thing?
Wow.
Bro, you better tap in.
We even on hot Asian singles.
That'll be
So?
all folks.
So?
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of things aren't created by black people, but, you know.
Jaleel, what's up, man? You over there like down and out. Down.
You alright, man? You got some bad news, man? You good?
Ooh, man.
Damn.
Are you trying to get an account with Muslim Matchmaker?
No, I'm good.
No?
Jaleel, you been. I don't want to jump. We're going to jump into that later. I'm going to get into that later. Well, MJ, we're going to go into the part of the segment of the show that I love to hate. Mindful Mondays.
We all fall asleep.
I love it, though. I love it. She gives us some good advice.
Jaleel, you ready, nigga?
I'm always ready, bro.
But I love how you was ready for the intro, though, Tori. You hating ass light skin.
You ready, my nigga?
I hate your
Yes,
shit,
sir.
but I'm going to help you
1,
with it.
2, 3. Mindful Mondays, nigga, do you care about you?
Oh, man, I wanted to put you guys on my... Can you guys do it again?
Too late.
Please.
You gotta be quicker next week. You know what I'm saying?
Tori, I wasn't
ain't
here last
no
week. It
encore.
was my
Do
birthday.
you want? I know. That don't mean you get to skip the show, nigga.
Hey, we should do the happy birthday.
She didn't
instead of
come.
Mindful Monday.
I
MJ
didn't
missed the
miss
show
the show.
because it was her birthday on Wednesday. She was getting fucked up all week.
She said she
nigga
missed
flew
the
her out
show
to
because
Dubai.
she was going through some personal things,
A nigga flew her out to Dubai.
some personal lady
Put my
things.
business up.
We know how that go down. She had a hot Arab nigga.
Then the very next day, she drinking margaritas
You
and
know?
partying it up, and we like,
Bro.
oh my
Look.
god, nigga, I felt so hurt
I had to
MJ was
clench
just-
my
from you
pearls.
not being here.
Bro,
had
MJ
to
was
clench
just
my
trying to
pearls.
figure out how she was gonna pay her rent. She done came back, bought us all waters tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know where she got the money from, but
And the last time y'all see me, I didn't have a haircut, so obviously I was tooting it.
she came up. I don't know how she got the paper, but she
Set
came
herself
up.
out there.
All right, you guys. Tonight's Mindful Mondays topic is very straightforward. What the weather is changing. It is really hot in Los Angeles right now. Okay, and it's not even our summer's peak. The crazy part about Los Angeles is we have the most odd weather during the most odd times. So we are going to have a long summer. Summer probably won't really end for us until about September.
October.
So
November.
Shit.
Maybe October.
Yeah,
Is
October.
Mindful
Sometimes
Mondays drink more
October-
water?
Cause nigga, it'd
No,
be like
Mindful
90
Mondays
degrees in
is
November.
a list of things that is too hot for.
I tried to
Okay.
take
Oh
a shower.
God, this is gonna be good.
Look, the first thing that I don't appreciate that my neighbor did, it's too hot for y'all to be farting in elevators. Okay? My neighbor gets off the elevator
Microwave ass.
and microwave ass. Look, my nigga. It was the elevator. It was the middle of the afternoon. I'm walking back to my house, walking back to my apartment. Groceries in my hand. You know it's hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move, and I already got the thigh rub going. I get on the elevator. This motherfucker gets off, and I walk right into his shitty ass.
That's terrible. Damn.
I said, I was so pissed. He was walking so far, so fast. I said, hey, it's too hot for this shit.
Basking in the ambience.
I couldn't even get on the elevator. You know what?
Hey, he got on the elevator, was holding that shit. He let it out.
He let it out.
The funniest shit. No,
she said, "Nigga, I'm a vegan. I don't do eggs."
Me and my cousin used to have a game when we was staying in Paramount.
Here
we
he
used
go
to do
with the
that
bullshit.
shit. Nah, real talk. Me and my cousin used to do that shit. We used to be on the elevator, nigga. If you could fart before you got off, that's what you used to do. You just fart before you get off the elevator and close that bitch. And like the people who getting on or the people who about to come up, they gonna have to deal with it.
You a
I
shitty
did that
microwave
shit. Bro, I did that shit at my old job, nigga.
We used to do that shit.
The vice president of operations was getting on as I was getting on. Nigga. Oh my god, bro! Like
I saved.
No, right before the door closed, he was like,
"Wow."
Yeah. They look at you. Hey, look.
That nigga's getting written up.
I always look back at people like.
Oh,
like I was getting off to see if he.
It is what it is,
nigga. He was like.
All right, number two. Look, I am this bougie. Don't invite me nowhere where it's not AC.
Amen.
Look, and I'm being real.
LA
Look,
don't have AC.
this is my thing. This is my thing. My apartment has AC, bro, and I'm very comfortable there.
That's because you bougie in
downtown,
bro.
No, stop telling my
business. Y'all don't
business.
have a central air conditioning.
Listen, you guys.
I don't need shit you say anyway.
Places I'm not going when it's super hot.
I got it.
I'm not going to day parties. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not about to get low.
MJ, you such a hypocrite,
I'm
bro.
not about to get low in this heat, cause
So what you gonna do for the lockout?
Bro, it's not a day party.
Is it gonna be AC in that motherfucker?
Yes, it is.
It better be.
That flow gonna be sweating.
Cause we for sure
And we gonna be functioning.
But you can't.
But
what
bro,
the day party
this is
shit
the
that you
thing.
do give me? How I'm gonna drink straight vodka or Hennessy at 12 p.m.
Drinking is the last thing I'm trying to do.
That's what I'm
degrees,
saying.
bro.
It's too hot.
12 p.m. and you want to have a day party with bottle service being.
It ain't even reached the hottest part of the day yet. By the time you get drunk, the sun is beating your ass.
If you drinking Hennessy,
This is the thing.
weather, you need an AA meeting.
If the weather is like 77, that's cool.
I'm drinking
But y'all want to
wine.
have day parties when it's like 100 and some.
Bro, it was day parties cracking on Friday and
cold
Saturday.
white
I was like,
wine.
how?
85 degrees in LA is hell for us.
Nigga,
It was
Okay.
100.
It was
Number
not
three.
Not for me.
Number three. It
I
is
like it when it's warm.
number 3. Ladies, especially my ladies with titties. It's too hot. Y'all need to put deodorant underneath your titties.
Yeah, they be having
Don't be ashamed. Put deodorant under them titties because the
walking
thing is,
around with that smegma.
sis, I'ma tell you, sis,
that
if
word.
your
Smegma
shit
under
is
them
smelling
titties.
like hot dog water,
That's bad.
nobody
That
wants
smeggy,
hot
bro?
dog
That's
water
disgusting.
titties.
That's
No,
smegma.
listen. This is
That
the
smegma
thing
is
about
real,
this.
bro.
Listen, people, I need to tell y'all this because a lot of y'all don't know. When you take showers in the summertime here in LA,
At least 3 times a day.
your water does not have to be at 85 degrees Fahrenheit. You can take a cold shower and get clean. What you doing? What you doing when you get that hot water on you? You're bathing in sweat. You're sweating as you're
You're
showering.
bathing.
You're bad.
You're bathing in sweat.
You're bathing.
Bathing.
I cannot take cold showers, my nigga.
You got to in this weather.
I don't-
If
I don't-
you take a
I
hot
take
shower.
cool- yeah.
I
You
could
take a
take
hot shower right now,
a
you're
lukewarm.
bathing in sweat, my
Yeah,
nigga.
bro,
I can take a lukewarm at the most, my nigga.
No,
My
I bring that
showers-
temperature all the way down.
My showers 90% of the time are always
And I be feeling so
steaming hot.
fresh.
nigga.
Bro, the water, the temperature so hot outside. I tried to take a cold shower before I came here,
Listen,
and
bro.
the water was lukewarm.
Listen, bro.
So you just cut it on. The pipe
I'm
is
a
hot.
nigga
The
that
pipe's hot
cannot
right now.
stand to be cold.
You don't like
When
you
it
don't
get
like- you don't
below,
get in the pool?
listen.
You don't get in the pool. You don't get in the pool.
Nigga, the pool is different.
That's the same type of water.
Pool water ain't always
Can
freezing
I
cold.
get to number 4?
Go ahead, number 4.
Look.
Before we start arguing about temperature of water.
Yeah, because y'all gonna get into
Nigga, I'ma
and
bring
then
it up
Lil
later
was
on.
gonna
You a
bring
light
up some
skinned nigga, you gonna
stats.
boil, you gonna turn red in hot water anyway. Come on.
Look, number 4, you guys, it is too hot to be listening to certain artists, okay? Number 1, the first artist you cannot listen to in 85, 90-degree weather is Tekashi 6ix9ine. I do not want to hear his voice, and it's 90 degrees outside.
I don't want to hear his voice.
Number 2,
Meek Mill.
might be Meek
love
Mill.
him.
I was
I
going to
love
say
him,
Lil
but-
Wayne. I love Lil Wayne, but it's too hot to listen to this nigga.
I don't need a nigga yelling at me in this type of weather. And
Fireman.
Meek Mill getting on the mic.
Fireman's
I told them bitches.
Nigga, it's too
chill
hot.
out, bro.
I need some Sade
in the summer.
in the summer, bro,
That's fall
because
music.
she's gonna make me feel like I'm cooling
Nah,
down.
Sade is all season.
Well, all season music, but fall. I picture fall. I picture leaves coming down.
And
She
that's
walking
what I
down the
want.
street.
It's nice and cool and
What
breezy.
number we
when I
on
listen.
right now?
Number 4.
We on
Do
number
y'all
2?
have anything
I got
that's
number
too hot?
5, nigga.
What is
I got
number
number
4?
5. For when I go to these pool parties, I got some rule. I got a rule for the pool parties and shit.
Ooh,
Number
let me jump
5,
in, too.
all the fat niggas, bro.
What's up?
Stop wearing no fucking t-shirt in the pool, nigga.
Oh, I take my shirt off.
Don't no nigga need to be in the pool with no t-shirt. Same thing for women too.
I wear a tank top in the pool.
Excuse
Stop
Y'all
wearing-
don't need to be
bikinis
wearing
in
no
the pool.
goddamn
I can't
t-shirts
wear no
in the
white
pool,
beaters.
Y'all niggas be
nigga.
wearing no
You
bikinis.
can't
Maybe
wear white
they
beaters.
don't want to
Take
show
them
you
off.
all their goodness.
I can't wear a
Tori.
white beater in the pool.
You act like niggas don't know you fat in the pool with that motherfucking wet t-shirt on, nigga. You,
I ain't
the
fat,
shit,
though.
the
That
shit,
shit
only
fucking
worse
your
now,
body.
nigga.
It
You,
made it worse.
you look, and the same
white
thing for women. Don't be
No,
getting in the
for
fucking
people.
in the pool with no big ass t-shirt on, looking like a fucking jellyfish and shit,
I be trying to
floating
show-
around and everything.
I try to
like,
show my
no,
nipple
nigga,
print to them
just
hoes.
you act like niggas can't tell you fat. Like, no, just get in the pool, embrace the fatness, nigga.
Let that
And
shit
another
fly.
thing, you niggas that's not getting in the pool, stop wearing club fits to a pool party, nigga. It's not that serious,
Why
nigga.
do you
It's
have
90
Yeezys on
something
if there's
degrees.
water around?
What is up
What's
with y'all?
up?
Like,
What's
I do
wrong
be
with
feeling out.
us?
I got on my little polo slides with my polo swim
Exactly.
trunks on.
You
and
wear
here
flip-flops to
in
a
ball
pool party,
mags.
not
Come on, bro.
Jordans.
Cliff,
Stop
are
wearing
you
Jordans
the
for the
nigga
pool
wearing
party.
a muscle tee in the pool?
He
I
just
wear
said,
my
yeah.
I wear my muscle. This is a fit. This is my pool fit. This how
No, in the water.
skinny
Yeah.
niggas should never have on any. If you ain't got nothing but trunks on,
Wait.
you should never have any other clothing on. You skinny.
Why do you have a muscle shirt on in the pool?
So he looks buffer.
Some girl exactly.
You don't want to see a stick swimming through the
Exactly.
water. You gotta have some contour
Listen,
to that shit.
listen. When you put on that tank top, it cuts off a little circulation, so it makes your veins pop out a little more.
Big niggas always have to like.
I like my
Big
veins.
niggas do
Anybody
the
have
most.
number 6? What is it too hot for?
It's too hot.
It's too hot to be
It's-
cuddling, nigga.
It's too hot to be wearing jeans that don't fit you.
It's too
It's
hot.
too hot
wearing
for jeans. Period.
No, look.
No,
if you,
it's
if
too
you
hot to have your breath funky in the car with the windows up. If your breath stink, your breath cannot stink in this weather because I need to wind my windows up.
And that shit travel fast.
LA traffic is crazy as it is already. If you have a vehicle and your vehicle does not have air conditioning, you do not need to be on the road, nigga. Uber, please
need to
Uber,
be
nigga.
on the road.
I drive
We
a
will
90.
find y'all.
I drive a 91. It don't have AC. I'm pushing that bitch everywhere.
And
With the window.
And
With
that
the
nigga
window
got
got
road
road
rage.
to look out for.
Cliff.
It's the niggas
With the
with road
window
rage,
down.
niggas like him.
Cliff, number
If y'all see a 90,
8.
if y'all see a 90
Number 8.
Buick
Tori,
with
Number
this
8.
nigga,
number 8. We're going to go to 10.
Too hot.
And
Open
then-
your window unless some of the
What
AC
is it
in my
too
car
hot
and shit.
for in LA right now, Cliff?
It's too hot to wear condoms after we've been fucking for 4 times.
I can't
My
argue
dick gonna
with
be
that
sweating.
logic.
It's
I
too
can't argue with
hot.
that logic.
It's too hot. I
You
can't
said
think
after
about
4
that.
times?
Think about that. After we
He
done fucked
afraid
4
to
Did
get-
he
times.
say 4 times?
condom residue and smegma on his dick.
What is smegma?
You don't know what
You don't know what
smegma
smegma is?
is? I'll show you a
I don't
picture.
even wanna know. No.
Smegma is.
Hey, my brother put me
Smegma
on
is
what
a real
smegma was,
thing, my nigga.
and it's disgusting. It's
What is
disgusting.
wrong with y'all?
Hey, my brother told me what it was, and then he
Cliff,
showed me a
you know
picture.
what
Fucked
it
me up
is?
for life.
What?
Schmegma, bro.
I know what smegma is.
Smegma, nigga.
What are y'all talking about?
I've been circumcised, so I don't
It's
have
like
to deal
dick
with it.
cheese, basically.
Ah!
But a
My
woman
dick is
get it, or a
clean,
dude
baby.
get it, it's disgusting. It's very
Ew.
disgusting.
I'm clean, baby.
What are you guys talking?
It's schmegma.
It's the build up when you pull the turtleneck back. They be having some shit built up in there. That-
Like, you know how when you got a dryer
That's
and then like they got the
nasty,
lint screen?
You know how
Imagine you just washing a bunch of loads of clothes and then wet that
Okay.
you know how you
I
wake
get
up and you
it.
got a little eye booger?
First of all,
Imagine when you wake up, you pull it back and it's just a little booger in
to
there.
my uncircumcised brothers of the world,
Pull that thing
So
back.
that's a nigga thing.
y'all
Get
too
that
grown.
apple.
No, women can get smacked with tooth.
But yeah,
Okay,
it's
I
too.
don't want to know.
But that's why it's too hot to be wearing condoms after we done fucked 4 times.
Any place that has folded skin can
And that's
develop
why we have
smackness.
so many.
Unless you have STIs, STDs.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
You should be the
nobody
last
has
nigga
them all the
not.
time.
Oh, and don't get in the pool if you got that shit either, you maggot.
What if you're in a
motherfucker.
relationship?
that chlorine gonna kill the chlamydia. Chlorine,
But-
chlamydia, they something them.
But what
Chlorine
about the
kills
gonorrhea,
chlamydia?
syphilis, all that?
I know Lysol kills a certain type of herpes.
Yeah, but still.
What?
But chlorine don't kill everything. Just don't get your hot burning ass in the pool.
Yo,
It
hot
do. It say
burning
it on the
Hey,
can,
there be a
bro.
nigga spraying his dick with Lysol, nigga be like, God damn,
Nah, nigga, I keep Lysol.
it's an outbreak.
I keep Lysol in my locker, and I was looking at the shit on the back, and that shit said it kills.
Nigga, get the
Herpes.
fuck out of here. They say
I'll
herpes
show
on the
you,
back
nigga.
of a
No,
Lysol
on
can.
Lysol
And
spray
no,
bottle.
the airborne path, like the airborne.
Herpes ain't fucking
It's a
airborne,
herpes
my
that's-
nigga.
It could be on a surface.
No,
like,
there's a
especially, like, in
herpes that can
hospitals
be
and
on.
stuff.
Don't tell my germaphobe ass this shit.
I disagree.
I got a dirty ass job, nigga, so I keep Lysol. in
I
my
feel
locker.
you. I gotta Google some what y'all talking about.
It's true, bro.
He said I got a dirty
The
ass.
homie,
We
the
on number
homie-
9,
The homie
right?
might be.
Number 9.
I got some homies who might be blaming some
Number
bitches for some shit they
9.
caught
What
on the
is
bus.
it too hot for?
What else is it too hot for?
What is it too hot for?
For my hefty individuals like myself, it is too hot to not be greasing your inner thighs. And I'm so motherfucking serious, and the real ones know what I go through. You gotta get some cocoa butter and
Hey.
slap that shit in the
Hey,
clean.
you
So
know
you,
what?
cause the friction is real, my nigga. And like, when I was younger, I didn't know no better. I just used to take that shit and not know what was up.
Hey.
I didn't know what was going on.
But look, if you
I
going
knew it was
to,
uncomfortable.
but fat niggas, if you going to the gym, you don't want to be smelling like burnt coconut oil while you're running on the treadmill and shit. That shit get too hot.
Wait.
You might slip and
Hey.
fall.
Hey, well,
goddamn.
that's why they made them
Okay.
like
Make sure
little
y'all
compression shorts.
lubricate.
That shit. The
You
compression
guys
shorts
don't
when you at
have
the
to-
gym, that shit work.
Let me tell you guys a trick, and ladies, you know a lot. I know women who actually do this. After you put your underwear on or your panties on, you can put deodorant right there.
What?
Or
Oh, wait,
like
put
the
deodorant
dry
in the
spray.
panties? You put
No,
deodorant in the
between
panties?
between your legs, your thighs, like
Oh,
where
I
it
use
rubs.
cocoa butter because
But
it's
it
smooth,
also
it
helps.
glides.
But it also helps, like, because with deodorant, you know how, like, sometimes, like, if you have too much friction or, like, a thigh rub, like, you get discoloration right there. It helps with discoloration.
That purple thigh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got
That
number
shit is
9.
annoying.
I got
We're
number
on
9.
number 10
You're on
now.
number 10 right now.
Number 10 is the last one. The last one.
The grand
Last
finale.
Last
one.
one.
Last one.
Grand
That
finale.
one, it is too hot.
It is too hot
Four.
To not be using wet wipes after you take a shit.
Nigga, that's
Nigga.
Mando.
That's
Now let me
no
tell you, but wait,
anytime.
listen.
If the bathroom does not supply wet wipes, you better wet a motherfucking
Napkin.
because it is too hot.
That shit, listen.
It's the smell wafts, and every time you stick a step.
When you start stepping, that friction start melting that crust. It start melting that little turd that's still lingering. It gets hot and it starts seeping back out.
it's like steam,
Your body already has fluids.
like
Yeah.
a warming tray.
And especially if you ain't been going knuckle deep anyway, you got a little bit right there
Yeah,
on the
nasty
cusp that's just gonna
motherfucker.
crease out them little
You got
cracks.
to start
Okay,
getting
first
up
of
in
all,
there.
Cliff, first, now you saying knuckle deep.
When I wipe my ass,
You said the tip of your finger.
Fellas,
the first
like I
knuckle-
said before
This
on
is
the
a
show,
knuckle.
if you go past this
I
knuckle
don't
right
call these
here,
knuckles, nigga.
y'all don't call these
These
knuckles?
is
Oh no, I don't go that. No, that's
He said knuckle deep, y'all. We got him.
That's
we
an
got
inch.
him.
fellas,
That's an
when
inch.
you go past that first knuckle,
knuckle,
you might just be a
First knuckle.
faggot.
fingernail,
Sorry.
Oh my God.
fingernail.
We gotta make
That's
sure.
what I say.
You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to be clean out here.
The only time you actually get to this knuckle is if you had diarrhea. Normally, you only make it to the Q-tip. I mean to the what you call
To the
this?
cuticle.
Cuticle. You only make it to the cuticle normally. But if you had diarrhea or you was drinking a lot of water that day, you can make it to the first
Y'all are really disgusting.
the first hinge.
Y'all are some nasty niggas. You know that?
How are we nasty niggas and we telling niggas
It's
how
like,
to be
y'all
clean,
are,
nigga?
it's like you guys are hygienic, but it's like.
I have said nothing. I can't say nothing.
First of all, if I had my way, I wouldn't wipe my ass. I don't like shit. I don't like shit. But I got to get that part of my body clean.
And I'm just
So
I can't say that one. I can't go that far.
I got to do what I got to do.
Time out, Tori.
He said he wished he couldn't shit again.
Time out.
Would you be happy?
I wish it was something to where I wouldn't have to put my fucking finger in places I don't want them to be.
Tori has said a lot of funny shit on this show, you guys, but that one takes the cake for me.
If I had
Tori,
my way.
what are you talking about, bro?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
You don't like the boo boo?
I do like to boo, but it's like I don't enjoy.
I just
shit.
wanted him to say that. I just wanted him to
Every
say
nigga
that.
like a good shit in the morning, especially after you've been
You
drinking.
don't like the process? Okay, so let me wait. Before you answer, bro. Before you answer,
Put the camera on.
is it like? All right, you got the camera on him, Lil?
Yeah, we need the close up of this one.
Yeah. Okay, so when you take a shit, is it like, wow, I feel so good, and then you just be sitting on the toilet like, damn, now I gotta wipe my ass. Is that you?
No. Wipe your ass is necessary. I gotta wipe my ass, nigga.
You just wish you didn't have to do it?
shit.
I wish we had something to where I don't have to violate my own motherfucking
If there was
body.
alternatives.
How is
Put
that
my
violent?
fucking
What about a bidet?
my ass is an exit only, MJ. What do you mean?
Right, so it's like, what?
I
You
have
don't
to
want to
get.
have to go knuckle
I
deep
don't want to have to get in there
to clean it out.
and fondle my motherfucking rectum with my own motherfucking fingertip.
So you want somebody else to do it?
That's damn near the only other alternative.
Yeah, because it's like, what?
Unless they create a machine, I don't think
That's
they put
what I'm
toys
saying.
back there.
Bro,
They do have a machine.
We went from
The bidet, like the
That nigga
bidet.
told me-
I
we went
wish I
from-
had
He
a
called what I
machine.
said. He was like,
we went
"Nigga."
from telling niggas how to clean their asshole,
MJ brought you.
and MJ tried to make us feel bad about doing that.
to bathroom butt play.
No, I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad, but it's just like, y'all are kind of gross.
Man, bro, listen. if
What do
you
you
don't-
mean? We
MJ,
human beings.
do you take
human
that-
beings do
Wait, wait, wait,
dumb
wait, wait.
shit.
No, this is the
Yeah.
question. This is the question we gotta ask. How do you wipe your ass?
Man, I keep a heavy supply of wet wipes because I'm such a
Do you
germaphobe.
actually? Do you go? Do you go to the first knuckle or do you go to cuticle?
I get in there.
Do you go cuticle deep? Well, why? you,
And let me tell you,
Well, you
let me
asked
tell
me-
you guys this. Wait, pause.
She's evading
Wait,
the question.
no, I'm not. Let me tell you guys this.
MJ don't wipe her ass, y'all.
Being vegan,
Oh,
You-
it's so much worse.
no, well,
It's so much
no,
more,
not
like-
necessarily.
Often.
Yeah, like it is often, but it also
It don't
if
stink
you
as
have
bad.
if you have a certain diet, like your shit doesn't stink. Seriously.
As bad.
That's bad.
No, there's been plenty of times. There are plenty of times where my shit doesn't stink.
Listen, man.
Yeah, but like,
listen, man.
Like,
It be some times when my shit.
it'd be
stank.
sometimes like when you.
Listen,
It depends
man.
on what veggies you eat. Like it's a certain combinations of veggies that's.
But I also have a lot of
Man,
fiber
look,
in my diet
man,
too.
listen,
a
listen.
lot.
Listen, your shit always stinks.
It's,
It
it's
might
called
not-
shit.
the level of
Yeah.
the level of so very
But
That's
it's
how
like
one of
for
them-
me-
That's how you know MJ bougie, cause she don't feel like her shit stink.
Listen, I'm trying to tell everybody out there. MJ
I'm not-
has proved a fucking point that we have all said. MJ is the bougiest
The
motherfucker.
bougiest one, yeah.
Next to her
No.
is Tori.
No.
But MJ
No,
just
hell
said that
no.
shit
no,
don't stink.
no.
MJ
We're
Jaleel-
talking about a nigga.
Jaleel is the second
No,
bougiest
hey,
nigga.
her
Yeah,
shit don't
Lil
stink.
is okay.
I'm probably
I
the
could take.
bougiest.
I could probably take number one. But
I'll take number one.
how am I
ran up on that
bougie? It's not because I'm a germaphobe.
You just said
Bro,
that
But
shit
we're
don't
talking
stink.
about-
don't stink, bro.
Nigga,
I just
because
have a
of my
shit
because of
don't
my
stink.
diet. Because of my diet, bro.
MJ, all shit stinks.
Cliff,
Fucking
how
cows
are
eat
you gonna
grass, my
tell
nigga.
me-
That shit stinks.
And that shit horrible.
You kick,
Cliff,
if
how are you
kick-
gonna give
Step
me-
in cow shit and tell me it don't stink. You ain't better than the fucking cow.
All they eat is
Cliff.
grass.
You ain't better than the cow.
How are you
You
gonna
ain't better
give
than
me
the cow.
the title of the bougiest on the panel when you gave us a 6-step fucking practice of wash towels, nigga? Color coordinated.
That nigga did do
That's
that.
more germaphobe than bougie though.
No,
ain't
Cliff
bougie,
is
bro.
a bougie nigga.
That ain't bougie.
He got some bougie ways.
I
He
have
got
some bougie
some
ways,
total
but
bougie
you just
ways.
said your shit don't stink. That's a mindset you got.
Nigga,
That
that's
is
my
mindset.
mindset.
That's
complex.
It's
That
my
is
diet,
mindset.
bro. And anyone who practices a plant-based diet, like a true plant-based diet, you will know your shit doesn't stink.
It
Like, does it
smell
have a
as
scent?
bad.
That's
It has-
bad.
if
bro.
somebody
MJ,
else- here's the
You
thing.
smell vegan.
I bet you if you go in
Everybody
MJ
be
bathroom,
used to
You
their own-
smell my ass before? before, Lil?
I have-
If MJ come out the bathroom,
Oh,
you
you
walk in
smell my
that
ass?
motherfucker.
So look, I'm gonna tell my life because for the past, this is the beginning of the third week.
Tell everybody you smell my ass.
I've been on a plant-based
Story
diet for
time
the
with
past 2
Jaleel.
weeks.
Story time.
Bro, 3 weeks does
Let
not
Jaleel-
count.
And,
Jaleel.
no, and I noticed the difference
Yeah.
in my you know
In your
in my
stool.
shit.
Yeah.
Me, because I'm doing it for my grandfather. My grandfather just had to do it, so I'm doing it with him to help, like, you know, cohesiveness, teamwork. So I've noticed the difference in mine and his because I have to go in, you know, clean up after him and stuff. So I noticed the difference, but it still has a smell to it. We as humans,
Tori wanted to say something
we tend to
so
get
bad.
used to our own brand, like our own smell. So
Yeah.
it doesn't smell as bad to us. And then when you change your diet to something healthier,
And,
it
but I
lightens
did
even more.
notice when I eat more like processed vegan food, there is a scent because it becomes foreign at that
Always a
point.
scent.
It's something lighter.
Shit
Ask somebody
has
to come in
scent.
after you. It's not gonna
You
smell
want to smell
horrible.
my ass, Tori?
I really don't.
I thought you were gonna say I really do. I thought you were gonna say I really do.
Trust me. I done walked into the bathroom after some vegans came out that motherfucker and it smelled like
I'd be
Yeah.
like, what the?
smelled like gyro meat, nigga.
I was at Sage, bro. I
Smell
was
like
at Sage. and I
Diablo
was-
himself didn't blew this bitch.
I was at Sage.
Don't
Don't get me
vegan
wrong. Like
restaurant,
it's
bro,
some
and it was-
days where I'm like, whoa. But then most of the time, I'm
It's
like,
clean.
oh,
It's cool.
yeah.
And the brakes are better. The form is better. Like it ain't as much cleanup when you
It
got
is-
when you got a
it's
better diet.
so true.
When you got a better diet,
No,
it ain't
it's
as
so
much
true.
cleanup,
It
bro.
is boom.
That nigga said the brakes is better, the form is better.
It's true. You can tell. Like
Hey,
I don't know about
this
y'all,
nigga
but
Jaleel really puts on a plastic glove and turns around after he's finished taking the shit. He pick his shit up
I
and
look at
examine.
I'll look at
I
my
don't pick
shit.
it up, bro, but you can
I'll
feel
take
it
a
like.
peek.
Hey, have
Yeah.
you, hold on, wait, listen. I gotta ask y'all.
You
this.
guys
Listen,
don't
wait,
look at your
Let
shit?
me ask y'all this question.
I know what you're saying.
Can I please ask this question?
I know
Because
what
I just
you're
want
saying.
listen. Have you ever like took a shit and then you took like a piece of toilet tissue and like turned around and like just slapped your shit with it to see if it'll break up?
No.
What?
You do that?
Cliff, you were the only person who does the most.
Bro, what I will do is I look before I flush because I learned that.
Certainly.
Be doing like.
I learned that when I went to
Yeah,
the
he
doctor.
does.
The doctor
Y'all-
said like you always look at your stool to see like.
Have y'all ever
make sure it ain't crazy.
wiped and then looked at the paper?
Yes.
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 Because you got to know when it's clean.
Have y'all
You
smelled
keep
it?
wiping until it's clean.
I've definitely.
Y'all niggas-
He was so nervous to ask. Look, you see the way he whispered it though? He said,
Have you ever smelled it?
I did, bro.
I have.
Bruh.
Yes, I
I
have.
have not on purpose.
I would never put shit that close to
To
my
my
face,
face.
nigga.
I
Man,
have, bro.
look.
Like, look, niggas be acting nice, nasty,
Yeah,
bro.
you guys are
Y'all
the
niggas
same.
is
I'm
nice,
dead.
All
nasty,
three of
bro.
you guys
God.
have ate pussy.
Niggas
before.
done nastier shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have.
I put my tongue in a bitch ass.
I don't
Can you
want my
tell me
own
I'm not
shit
gonna
next to
smell
my
my own
face.
paper, nigga.
Why would I want my own shit next to my face
Come
though?
on, man.
I'm a.
Lil, I feel like you lying again.
Why would I smell my own poop? That makes no sense.
Every
Here we
week.
go.
I be
every
trying to see
week,
if
man.
that little piece of orange membrane that's still like from the orange I ate earlier, just if it still smells
That's
citrusy.
nasty,
That's disgusting.
Sometimes
Why
it
do you
be there
think I
and
do
you
that?
put it.
That's disgusting.
You see it in the you see the little citrus membrane on the paper, then you like fold it and you crack it and see if it's gonna wet the paper.
Okay.
I had some fruit the other. I had
Up.
some fruit the other day, bro, and I put some tahini seasoning on it.
I was hungry, but
When
I
I
ain't no more. My,
When I wiped my
I
ass,
don't need
bro,
a diet.
I seen
This here-
tahini
God.
particles.
bro had tahini.
He
Hey,
had
Tahini.
He had
Tahini
that
Tory.
He had that bougie.
Tahini.
y'all niggas is fucking ignorant, bro.
Tahini Tory.
Hey, I went and had some Mediterranean food last week. It was bad.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Mediterranean. Let me tell
It
you
was
something
like
about
Jackson Pollock
Mediterranean.
canes in the
Cliff
toilet,
is
bro.
crying right
Listen,
now.
bro. Mediterranean food. They use a lot of herbs, spices, and vinegar. So when it comes out, it's gonna be a lot more pungent
It be
than the
tough.
average
Yep.
bowel movement, bro.
Mhm.
It's gonna be very, very, very pungent.
While I'm talking about shit right now, I have no idea, but
This
I know
We
that
human beings,
Everybody,
bro.
okay. So for the listeners, because they probably know the same thing, I'm gonna give. I think each one of us should give a tip. Look, my tip is have wet wipes.
Always.
Always have wet wipes. Ladies, keep wet wipes with you if you
In your
can.
purse, in your backpack, in your car.
Yeah, if you can. Or
That's
like
smart.
Cliff said, you gotta wet that paper towel.
When you
Don't
down to
forget.
your last pack,
Go buy
it's
some
time to
more.
go to the store.
I buy them 3
Tori,
packs
what's
at a
your tip?
time and I don't play.
What's your
When you-
shit tip?
When you think you
The
wiped
shit.
enough, Wipe
Wipe
one
some
more
more.
again, nigga.
When I get a clean one, I go in for one more just to be safe. On no scragglers.
Lil, was that your tip?
Nah, my tip,
Shit tip.
this is so serious. Beyond cleaning yourself, when you go in the restroom, don't leave your streaks in the toilet. I don't want it to look like somebody's asshole exploded in the toilet because you cleaned yourself thoroughly, but then left my toilet looking like Hiroshima and Nagasaki went off.
Look like a dirty Sunday cup.
Lil,
Look
what's
like some
your
ice
shit
cream.
tip?
A dirty
That
Sunday.
shit serious.
Blood on paper means a clean ass later.
Wipe until your ass bleed?
Only blood on paper means a clean ass later. I
Or that might mean you need to go see the
A
doctor.
doctor.
nigga.
That might be a dead ass later.
For a man, blood on toilet paper is
That's not a good
thing.
sign. That's a sign of prostate cancer. That's not a good look.
I don't know. I was just saying some shit.
You got blood coming
If you
from
could
your
wipe
butt,
your, if you
you
wipe
either
your
just
ass,
left prison-
if you wipe your ass raw, I'm just saying if you wipe your ass raw, like have you wiped?
Either that or you got a hemorrhoid.
If you wipe your ass,
you can wipe yourself into a hemorrhoid too.
you
can
can.
do that.
That's why I say you can wipe your ass raw. But I was just saying.
But
it's
that's
not
why
a-
you look.
It's not a tip. It was just. It
Wet
was just
wipes.
a fucking
Why do you
statement.
think that
God
old
damn it.
people and
That's a
baby
shit
use
tip.
wet wipes? Old people and baby use wet wipes because it is the best way to clean your butt, and it's still like not be raw. Babies get diaper rash because you be using wipes that ain't fucking fresh. Stop using them dry ass wipes and go buy some more, cheap ass. Like,
And close your wipes.
No, when
just
you
because
use
grown,
you can dry out
because
some
you grown,
wipes
wipe
by
your
not
own ass
closing
don't
it.
mean you need to use dry ass tissue.
Y'all took
Wipe
my
with something moist
y'all
to
took
clean
my
your
tip
shit.
too serious. This don't. Let me go to my second. Let me go to the real tip. 2-ply tissue in your bathroom.
Always.
If you don't have 2-ply, your ass nasty. Your ass ain't clean. You need 2-ply.
Spend some money on
2-ply.
toilet paper. It's worth it.
Man, please, it's your butt, dog. If you're gonna take care of anything, take care of the thing you sit
toilet
down on
paper
for the
is
most
low
part.
key expensive.
It's the
I don't
one
give a
thing that's
fuck.
been working with
I
you
feel
since you've been
like
born.
I feel like
That bitch been
$9.99
working
versus
with you.
$12.99 is worth it. The
Spend
$3
money.
extra dollars for the 2
Like I'm
ply.
spending $9.99
Spend
and
money.
I got wipes at home.
I'm spending that 12.
And trust me,
and
it's
wipes and
some
double ply.
it's some good, it's some decent toilet paper at the dollar store too.
Oh yeah, the 2-ply joints.
I like
They be pulling
I
fertilizer.
likes that Angel Soft, nigga.
Yeah, that
Oh,
ain't-
Angel Soft is pretty good toilet paper.
I got a 20 pack of
nigga.
Angel
For the
Soft in the
hot.
house right now.
For the hot. I
It's
mean,
just-
it ain't a huge roll, but
You can't wipe your ass with Angel Soft after you've used the wet wipe though.
Yes, you can.
no, the wet wipe
After
should come
you
last.
use the wet wipe, after you use the wet wipe, you can't go back with Angel
The
Soft.
wet
You
wipes
gun-
gotta come
you're
last.
gonna-
Wet
The
wipes.
last is
Listen.
gonna be moist.
I got a rhythm. It ain't 1 2. It's nigga. It's wipe first with the wet wipe, then a dry one, then another dry one, then another wet wipe for the follow behind.
The finale got to be the
I
wet
think-
wipe. I say if you go with
Why are you? Why do you
finale,
guys
though.
think
You
the
start
finale-
You start
The
and
finale
end with
gotta be the wet
you don't
wipe.
wanna leave no
if
tissue
you want
first
to, if
behind.
you want to get the rest of the
So-
moisture out, take one more.
This is what I'm about to say.
And
This is
pat
what-
dry?
no. This one. I said the finale the wet wipe. I fucked up. The finale is not the wet wipe. I go back with a dry piece of paper
And
after,
pat dry?
because if you leave that moisture in there, that moisture stink. That moisture start cause a stink that you
And
don't
it's
know
in your
about.
butt cheeks,
So
which
this
is gonna
and
be
this one I'm trying to
moist.
say. So you got to dry it off. That's why I say you don't do that with Angel Soft. Angel Soft, you
You
leave
gotta-
that lint. You have
So you
Angel
gotta
Soft
pat-
is hella
You gotta
lint.
pat dry and then blow dry it.
My girls like to lick booty sometimes, so I don't want to have them with lint balls in their teeth. So
Clip
I'm
be
trying-
having his legs up.
I don't put my legs up. Never put my legs up. Never put my legs up.
Put
So
his
you be
leg
on
behind
all
his
fours?
ass.
I don't put my legs up. I don't be on all fours. My feet be firmly planted on the ground. I slide my ass out the chair like this.
So you be ass dipped. So you be Nicki Minaj pose ass dipped out the chair.
You see me? Do you see these hands?
This nigga's Lil Kim hardcore
Where do the
album
hands
poser.
be?
I'm like this.
That nigga doing a
You
finger.
gotta show the hands on camera.
They can see it.
They can see it.
They can see it.
This is hilarious.
I'm like this.
Oh
The
my
ass is out
This
the
nigga
chair.
look like Mini Me.
Ass is exposed. The hard part about this position is when it starts feeling good, so your knees come up. And you gotta keep them down. That's the
Nigga
only
fuck around and be in the
thing.
fetal
Your
position
knees
in the
start-
back of that chair.
You gotta keep.
Rocking like a mother.
Sometimes you be on your tippy toes, but as long
ladies-
as you keep a toe on the ground, a
Bro,
toenail
ladies, y'all
gotta
know
be
y'all-
on the ground, and you good.
You ain't a man if your toes ain't on
If
the
your
ground.
toe, if a toe
If
come
you ain't
off
got
the
one
ground,
toe off the ground.
yeah.
But what if we in the bed then?
I ain't never got my ass licked in the bed.
I mean, I'm not talking about asses. I'm talking about period. Like,
I'm
what
not
if
sitting
I-
in none
what
of
if
your
both my feet
chairs
is in the bed?
when I get to your house. Them the ass looking
Ladies, y'all know what y'all up against when you run into this nigga.
It's ass juice. It's ass juice on the chairs at Cliff House.
It's gonna be a lot of expectations.
And we walk into Cliff's room and he like, don't sit in that
Look,
shit. That's
I
an ass
accept
looking
it. I don't
shit.
expect it. I accept it. I don't expect it.
You got an office chair so you can rock it back.
It's more ladies.
It's the difference. It's the
It's
difference.
more ladies eating ass
It
out
is,
there. Than
that's
we
what I'm
actually
saying,
do.
man. It's a lot of
more
niggas
than
out here who done had their
It's
ass
more than you
licked.
think.
It's a lot of niggas out here who done had their ass licked, and one bitch ain't licked every nigga ass. So a lot of y'all women is lying.
Exactly.
You have been doing this to your man, and some people think that. Listen,
I've slipped up on some ass.
niggas don't want.
I can't lie. I haven't deliberately eaten ass, but
Man, when you in the mood and you in the mode.
I have.
Yeah,
On the bullshit.
MJ, have you licked a nigga ass before?
No.
Never. The
No.
gooch.
it's a lot harder for a woman to eat ass.
Have you
than-
touched the
than
gooch
for
before?
a man.
Have you touched the gooch?
You really reaching right now.
I'm reaching.
Was you reaching for
MJ,
the gooch?
You reaching right now.
MJ like, I ain't
I
gonna
ain't
see
Y'all
ass.
niggas ain't know
I ain't
that.
gonna-
MJ is
I
not
ain't-
gonna disclose
I
shit
ain't
like
ate
that.
ass, bro.
Have you licked the gooch though? That's the part in between.
You reaching. I know what the gooch is, bro. I know what the gooch is.
The Gucci bag?
Hey, on the drunk night,
Gucci bag.
MJ
Gucci
brought,
bag.
man.
Nigga, I don't have to be drunk.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
You don't gotta be drunk to do it.
Hey, that nigga fucked out with it there.
You
You
really
ain't gotta be drunk.
reaching.
Okay. Oh, MJ say she ain't gotta be drunk to do it.
That nigga
I've
Michael
never
Jordan
ate
Space Jam
ass.
reached for that one.
I feel like it happens a lot more than people like to admit, especially on the guys' side of the game, because.
But I'm gonna be
I've
honest with
never-
It
y'all.
only happened to me once.
No, I'm gonna be
you
honest
only
with
licked
y'all.
ass one
No, I
time.
only had mine once.
You guys.
Oh, but you never admitted
No,
to this
I
on the
said
show.
that.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I admitted it. I just didn't like it. It was
Oh,
weird.
Tori, you.
I've never had my ass licked ever.
I believe
It was
Tori.
weird.
Ain't no spit.
Tori don't even like wiping his ass, y'all.
That's true.
I
You
don't
did say
like
that.
my ass touched, groped,
Yeah, I can't
played
stand
with.
that shit.
What happened to the spit when it slide down sometimes?
I don't know what happens to it, nigga.
You ain't never felt it. You ain't never felt it.
Whatever, it comes off in the shower eventually. nigga.
What made me accept this happening to me was the
He
spit.
said this happened to
The spit was
The spit, the spit runs off onto the
I
sheets.
thought
nigga.
thought she was going to clean up her mess. That's literally what I thought was going on.
Oh my goodness.
Basically, it started with the balls, and it was like, wait.
Yeah, it was
hold
some.
up.
I felt something running down. I thought she was trying to clean up where she messed up.
That
Start her
nigga-
life
messed
over
up?
again, type of shit.
You know, be a good, be responsible.
Clean
Oh my
up.
You put it there, get it.
Well, I
Get it.
messed up. I'm gonna start my life over again.
No, this nigga
Yeah,
did.
I'm gonna clean up. I ain't never heard that song.
That's where we going now.
It's a church song.
I know.
Wow.
That's what I ain't singing the clean up church hymn about ass juice.
Bro, there is a first class ticket to him.
He
Just
is
for
a
you.
sick dude, man. He trying to get to the VIP section. of this
Right.
nigga.
What?
I mean,
He trying to get his
He
name
want flow-
shot.
He want flow seats.
He want the DJ to shout his name out, nigga, while he in
Clip
the
in the
VIP.
house.
Hey, yo, my man Clifton made it up here.
Cliff the gift,
Hey,
swinging
what-
that wood and
hey,
not that stick.
no, listen. The funny, I said this to somebody else. I was like, man, what if, what if you get to the gates and a nigga that got guy got a sense of humor? He'd be like, come on in, got him, and send your ass
I
down.
already told you.
Nigga, that'd be the most hurtful.
I already
I would
told
laugh.
you.
I would laugh on the way down. Like, oh, that nigga funny.
I
as
said
shit.
it, nigga, like when niggas sending these dick pics and shit, nigga. You think the iCloud ain't got every picture you done sent stored already?
Nigga, God's iCloud,
You gon-
nigga, you gonna go up
You
there.
gonna
he
get up
be
there,
like,
clever.
nigga,
Hey, you gonna get to heaven, he gonna pull your cloud out, nigga, like, hey, remember when you sent
He
this
gonna
shit
swipe
to
through
old
every
girl,
single
nigga?
one you sent. He gonna swipe through FaceTimes you done had.
All of that.
He gonna show you, nigga, thoughts you done had, dreams you done forgot about.
He was like, yeah, remember that night you wanted to kill
Hey,
yourself, nigga?
what is it that you think? What is it that'll be shown to you that you just gotta accept right now? But you be like, yeah, I did that.
All of it, bro.
What is one thing though? Like one, I don't like an embarrassing thing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's the question?
I'll start with mine to give y'all an example.
He said,
I was like that one thing that's gonna get pulled out of your book.
That guy gonna be like, you did this. You be like, yeah, I did.
Damn,
I ain't
for real?
gonna argue with you.
Okay.
Mine, I don't know. Did y'all used to watch HBO as kids? Real
Cinemax?
Sex.
Real Sick. That was like the first porno. That was like the
Is that
first
Real
porno, like soft porn.
All right, so I used to watch Real Six, right? And they had this
thought it was a great
episode.
show.
They had this episode on there where they had like this like show. These niggas would make like different things with their dick. Like they would like make a snail or a hamburger, like shit that they would
balloon animal shit
with their dick. And so, like
I know where this story going.
an embarrassing thing. I did this in front of somebody before. I was like, "Hey, it's a snail," and I was like, "I'm not gonna come fast."
A snail, my nigga.
It's like you like.
It's a
You know what the
I'm not
fucked
gonna
up
come
part
I mean,
is?
the snail is very small, so
no.
I would hope.
Oh,
It's not
bro.
small.
Snail,
bro.
it's a snail. I'm not gonna come fast because snails.
You just
I
put
see
your ball,
what-
No,
you
the
put your
fucked up
balls
part
over
is-
the top
over
of
the
your
top of your dick.
It's like you do it like a balloon animal,
And
and
it
you
look like
like
a snail.
you wrote, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The fucked up
That-
part
like,
is all
if-
of
if
us
somebody-
have this image in our heads now.
Cause I seen that
Hey,
same
Cliff.
episode he talking about. I know what he's talking about. That shit.
I don't think
You
I
can make
caught
a
that
hamburger
episode.
with
And
your
I'm
shit, my
glad.
nigga. I made a hamburger. And
I'm
like
glad
a
I
bite.
didn't see that episode, nigga.
Bro, it was dumb, bro. Like you take.
You can make a hamburger with your shit.
You
You
can make a
take it.
hamburger, bro. It's stupid.
Yeah. Which I don't want to call it. I take the cake. All right, what time is it, man? We gotta get out of here.
It's 9:54. We got time. We got 5 minutes. We got 6 minutes to get extra as fuck.
We missed Ain't That Some Shit.
We did. Anybody
Niggas
got
never
an-
did.
Anybody got Ain't That Some Shit?
Niggas never did get back on topic.
Who got Ain't That Some Shit? MJ?
We done talked about enough shit.
What is some Ain't That Some Shit?
Man, there's so much
It
going
was some
on.
shit that popped up. I'm pretty sure something has transpired in the
remember.
last week.
Something happened.
No, my Ain't That Some Shit was oh, it was the nigga. Was it? It was Boom Gang. Boom Gang put up a porno
That nigga.
on his motherfucking.
Remember I texted you, nigga, I was like, that nigga Book is
This
wild.
nigga got a whole porno on his Instagram live, and he got deleted from Instagram. And the thing was, like, for the next couple of days, everybody was looking on a way to follow him. It was a way to break the grid. The nigga had 4.4 million followers when he deleted his Instagram. All because he had put up a video after he had like he already had like 2 million or something. It doubled because he put up the porn video. I got the video on my phone. Once I try my phone, I'll show it to you.
Wait.
I see got
He
that
put
shit.
up.
When that nigga put it up, I screen recorded that shit because I knew this nigga had broke the law. Like, this nigga broke the law.
Wait,
If
it was.
anybody is gonna do it, it's gonna be him.
Wait,
Yeah.
he was in it.
It was
The
him.
nigga,
It
the
was
nigga
him.
filmed himself eating pussy and eating ass.
All you seen was
Gosh.
him drinking a limerita, and after that,
It went down.
it was over with. I'm
The
like,
nigga got a video
this
where
How
he's
long was the
69 and
video?
he's 69 and with the moon in his ass. You could see him sitting on the star, wishing on the moon.
How long was the live?
It wasn't a lie.
It
It
was
was a
like
story.
It was a story.
Oh, it was a story.
It was a story.
The story was
It's
like maybe
eight,
5
eight of them
clips.
bitches long. I think it's like 8 clips long.
was 8 of them?
I think it's like 8.
Wow.
It's 5 to 8.
I wonder how
You
like
should have put it
people.
on the Instagram TV. That shit would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
TV.
but
Whatever
see,
he
the
did
thing
accomplished-
is, with IGTV, people have to reach into that. You know what I'm saying? Like the story is like right there, and it's
yeah.
like it's real
It's
time.
all
You know what I'm saying?
top.
But damn, but what I was gonna say, like I wonder what people at like the social media
I
sites.
wonder if he paid the bitch.
No,
They all
but-
watched it first.
No,
and
I'm
then
talking
they
about
did
no.
it.
That's not what I was getting ready to ask. Like with FaceTime, Snapchat, like Instagram, everything. When shit goes off, I wonder how long it takes them to actually see the shit, and then I wonder like
Oh, it was
if they're freaking out, like
It was-
we gotta get this up. We gotta like. I
Yeah.
wonder what the reaction is.
It was
Facebook
up for
released a
6
statement before-
hours.
Yeah.
When I recorded it, it was up for 6 hours already.
That's
So
crazy.
Facebook released a statement when an incident happened
I
last
caught
year when
it-
something was happening.
I
live.
caught it the next day.
It takes for them to have somebody had to report it for them to know what's going on because there's so many users,
Right.
so they can't monitor everything that's going on. It has to
Right.
be brought up to them. So
Well,
that's why they rely on
this
people
is
to
the way it
report.
works. Because I've been reported. You get reported. They take it down. They send you an email. You send them an email back to tell them that it shouldn't have been reported, and they put it back up. And then they go back later and check to see if everything that you said in your email was all right. Because they just gonna put it back up because you appealed it. If
Right.
you don't appeal it, they're not gonna put it back up. But if you appeal it, they're gonna put it right back up.
I remember when I saw it, I thought it was going to immediately get snatched down.
And it did.
Then I woke up the next day.
It did, and it got put back up.
I woke up the next day and I
Email.
told Cliff, I'm like, nigga, that nigga Boonk wow. He was like, nah, I ain't seen it yet. And I was like, dog, it probably ain't even up no more.
I did when that nigga told me that, when he said it, I didn't even look at it first. I just cut my screen recorder on and went to the nigga page. Cause I just knew if
He
it
knew
was,
it was gonna be some
was
shit.
there, it wasn't gonna be there long. And I needed that footage of whatever it was.
That's like the black.
He didn't.
Remember the black youngster shit?
The thing is, you didn't
Oh,
even
when he
tell
got
me
live,
what it
when
was.
he-
Yeah.
I was like,
That
nigga,
shit
look at these
wild.
young ladies,
But look,
bro.
Tori didn't even tell me what it was though. So when I'm looking at it in my screen recorder, I say, man, I'm recording this nigga fucking. And I'm just sitting there like, should I stop my screen record or not now? Cause it's kind of like, really though? Like, really, you want to keep another nigga fucking in your phone? Like, I didn't know.
Nigga, you
I
watch
didn't know-
amateur porn.
I know, and that's why I equated the two. That's how I made it right in my heart. To be able to continue with my process.
He justified it.
You gotta justify it.
We have reached the end
We have
of the
reached-
show.
I mean, it ain't 10 yet. We still
I
got a little
hope
bit
you
more
guys
time.
have enjoyed our fuckery.
I hope we made you laugh.
Yeah, hopefully.
Opened your mind or something.
But
Open your mind
if we didn't make you laugh,
shit tips.
if we just grossed you out, if we offended you at all, just know that it don't even matter.
Our job was
It really don't even matter.
But you
Like,
can post about it. If we disgusted you, if we made you angry, mad, whatever, post about it. Add us. Follow us and then keep it in our comments and let us know how much you hate us.
please.
And like I
we
tell you-
love y'all criticism.
And all the
we'll
time, baby.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
The Cash App is RealCliff225. You can just send that shit right there.
Please.
$1. What we going out to?
Shit.
Shout outs.
We going out to
What do you guys have going on?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
shit.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh
We
goddamn.
need to outro ourselves.
God damn.
I'm trying to rush
Wow,
into it.
nigga, he's about to shut our shop.
Finish.
Oh,
I mean, you know.
I'm
I
talking
don't
to this
got
nigga
that,
Cliff.
I
My
don't got
bad, my
shit.
bad. Did you get the thing the email? Did you get the email?
It wasn't in the email.
Oh, okay.
I checked
Well,
the
all
email,
right.
it was empty. The cupboard was bare.
All right. Well, MJ, what you got going on?
Speaking of bare,
Lockout.
Okay, Lil.
Speaking of bear, you look like one. What'd you say?
indeed I do.
Come out to the lockout July 20th.
No caps.
Oh, I didn't see you guys there. Tori, on you, brother.
It's T Rich. It's _T_Rich.
You gonna speak into the mic, nigga?
They hear me.
Oh.
They heard that nigga, man. Drake speaking up for these niggas. These
Lily?
niggas can be heard now.
The whole time.
Hey.
That was his. That whole thing was about
You
Rihanna.
might be on
You
to
want-
something,
You
bro.
sound like Joe, the most interesting shit you'll ever hear.
I gotta listen to it then.
Joe Budden got too much time on it.
That nigga.
I thought he got a newborn baby.
Bro, this nigga is.
I mean, it's what he does in between changing diapers and making bottles.
His theories is crazy.
I'm gonna listen to it.
that
Man, I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I was just waiting till this show was over. And
I finally listened to
No.
the album, and you know what I gotta say about
he
it?
fucked up. Don't try to change
I
it
feel
now,
the
nigga.
same
'Cause
way
I
about
got
it
you.
I felt
I
before I
got you.
listened
It's
to it.
already been done. The damage is done. The
What
edit on
damage,
this is
bro?
gonna be official.
I said last week.
He gonna be on another soundbite, bro.
You another sound. You made another one. Go ahead.
That's fine, bro. You gonna see what I said last week? I said I'm gonna listen to it eventually. I got to it today.
All right.
I finally listened to it.
I hope that's what you said.
I do too. This gonna look real bad, bro.
I did not say I will never listen to the album. I never said that.
I just said I hope that's what you said. What you got going on? Come on. Jump us out. Y'all make sure that y'all are tuned in every Monday night, 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Number to call in 310-955-4966. And my birthday is coming up August the 7th. If you want to be a part of this little thing, you got to just be posted. I'll be last minute with shit. But the birthday is August the 7th. A nigga will be turning that dirty 30. Dick hairs are gray now. I don't know what to do with life. It's happening fast. So
What do you want to do for your birthday, Cliff?
Oh man.
Not fuck up on
I don't
air.
I don't want to spill it out right now because I don't want
Okay.
everybody to know. But I'm gonna invite a lot of people out. We're gonna do something, and I hope
Lord,
they
it's
got.
about
I hope
to
they
be
got.
a
I hope
shitty
they